Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't coach, the boy I'm in. Now we on the block with the up for events. Skin kept close, cause you plotting on them with the tits on 10. Batch in the back, that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in. Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Down,
We're about to burn it all.
Scorch earth.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is scorched earth time. What's up, everyone? Welcome. Oh shit, we're on different sides. Doesn't matter. We are here in this incredible moment where I've had Portorock on I think this is the first time on Septic Sauce. Not on. We had it on Game One Daily, but not on here. And yeah, man. First of all, I just want to say, it's good to have you on here. I know we had a little bit of a falling out with the. It was politics. It wasn't even gaming. It was politics.
It wasn't gaming. It was politics, and I think it's because we both misunderstood
what we were trying to say.
Twitter's hard. You can't. We can't talk on Twitter. Yeah. Everything gets that. Then other people jump in and they slap a battery in our backs and shit. And then I was like, you know what? We just gotta stop because Twitter's like, if we ever talk, it just has to be voice to voice to get a better understanding of each side. But I will say this. You know, not to get into politics, but I understand 100% your view. Yeah. I am not denying that. Yeah. My view was, I just don't understand the potential of somebody being worse coming in. And now you do you understand what now I'm talking about? What
I knew this was before. I knew for me, my angle was this. My angle was this. I knew it was going to be worse, but for me, it's the American pretense. Like, it's all fake. It's not just America, it's UK, it's every country. It's all a play. And I know he was going to make it worse. And I was arguing similarly at the same time with other people on the same thing. But it was bullshit. And the thing is, and I've stopped doing it because it just pisses me off. No one listens. Everyone just argues, and you get a bunch of racists say some shit, and you're like, well, what's the point? Yeah. What's the point? So...
And I understand that the status quo is not good enough for your view. And I said, I understand. Like, I understand the previous administration's view is not good enough. Yeah. He allowed certain things. And I understand that. But who's coming next? He has a stance, and it's not the stance you want. That's what I was trying to say. Like, this doesn't make sense.
At least it's better to know the snake in front of you than someone who dresses up.
I know. I'd rather have a person who's wishy-washy because at least they're towing the line. But a person who's committed.
At the end of the day, these guys are figureheads. These guys are figureheads.
I know, but me personally, try to survive another day. Sometimes that's all you can hope for. Yeah. Survive another day, and maybe the next guy can be better. Maybe the next one. But try to survive another day. Survive another day, and surviving is sometimes a win to get what you want.
That's the state of global.
I'm telling you, listen. I'm retiring this year for a reason. I'm gone. Done. I'm out. Yes.
Oh, congratulations on that, man.
Yes, thank you. Civilian life for me.
Oh yeah, civilian life. Oh, that's amazing, then.
Like yes. So can't wait. Yeah, my ceremony's in November. Cannot wait.
And then as soon as you retire, cannot wait. PlayStation is third party. You can't even devote.
That's it. I know, right? Not this PlayStation third party. Like, what the hell's going on here? I was ready to fight a new war. Can't. There is no war for me now. That's it. I'm just gonna collect. I'm just gonna collect my medical claims and just shut the hell up. That's it. I'm gonna be like them old World War II bastards, just making fun of everybody. Back in my day, you know.
That's what it sounds like. Anyone nowadays.
You guys have it good. Yeah.
But the thing is, well, it's funny because look, what the PlayStation community is going through is remarkably similar to what the Xbox community is going through. The thing that separates you, Portorock, out of many of the PlayStation content creators, you're one of the few that has identified the same trends, identified the same statements and the same actions, and have determined what Sony that have expressly said they are going to do. Whereas even me, like, remember last 2 years ago, I was in denial what Tim Stewart was saying, and then I had some.
I remember. Right up the beep. I remember that.
That was you. That was addressed to you as well. And that was my God,
Blade. Grand opening, grand closing. And not even a day out of it. All right.
Into my ass. that didn't age so well.
And then February came, and you're like, oh.
No, it wasn't February. It was. I found out. I actually found out.
You found out sooner.
I found out before everyone else. I found out in November 2023, and I had messages going out to Rand. I had messages going out to. I've got a really funny message to Jess Called. I'm like, bro, you're gonna regret this tweet because I know Hellblade 2 is working on a PS5 back in 2023. So I kept saying that. So I kept, and then the Xbox guys came after me. And there was streams. They were like, "Oh, this guy's a piece of shit. He's a pony bot." And then it happened. And you have now been facing this. I see it on my timeline constantly. How quickly they switched on you. Is your only friend in the YouTube streets got shoved out.
Now I'm public enemy number one.
The PlayStation community, you are getting murked, but then you will get your flowers. I mean, you're starting to get your flowers already, but you will get them as they come in. But it's a bittersweet one, and I do kind of want to talk to you about. It is bitter. It is a bit.
It's just bitter. I don't want this. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right.
Same here. So, and you know what the thing is though, Portrock, with PlayStation doing this, and you know it's easy for me because obviously this is for Xbox guys. It's like, former Xbox guy here. It's like, oh yeah, look, there's some revenge here, but there's also a lot of exaggeration as well, just as a desire to level the playing field and things like that. But what I think me and you find a lot of resistance on, even despite the fact that this would suit me if I were to latch onto this on my channel and become this, oh yeah, the exclusives are shit, it's the new frontier. I can't, and I got some pushback from the PC guys, the PC guys on this point about the importance of exclusivity. I have a few topics I've split it up a few ways, but I want to talk to you about, first of all, this exclusivity, just generally exclusivity. I'm hearing so much bullshit about what it means. Like everyone says, oh, the reason why you're so anti multi-platform is because you are fighting this platform console plastic war. You can't see beyond it, and that's all. That's the only reason why you like it, because of console tribalism. But I'm on PC now, and I will still say, and I have not even, this thing has gathered dust. I haven't touched the Xbox in a year. I'm really enjoying my PC experience. But having grown up with this medium and understood and seen the landscape play out, you can't ask me to pretend that exclusivity has been the bedrock or the nucleus of the competition that has been generated in this space that gave us, is responsible for so much of an impetus to compete between these platform holders that were working so hard to either distinguish their hardware in terms of features. Like you got your Wii, you got your Nintendo 64, you got your Mega Drive, so your PlayStation on disc, then you had the analog stick that PlayStation introduced, the first DualShock 1 with Ape Escape. I remember that. That was a game changer, the way that happened. So much with the 360, with the original Xbox, with its online interface, with trophies, all this and that. And you have a clear history with exclusives that galvanized all platform holders to really leverage their unique, and that's what it was. It was just like their value proposition. Offer something that was unique that the other couldn't. And these platform holders were fighting bitterly to do this. You have Sean Layden come out, and there's documentary just recent, I think last year, he talked about how on the 360 gen they needed to do something different. People need to understand the first party exclusivity really for Sony became a thing middle to tail end of the PS3 gen. That's where they doubled down with their first party studios, and that happened as a result of competition, but then they still have their unique identifiers. Things have changed, and people want to say it doesn't matter anymore, that you're being silly, this is just a bullshit console warring point. But I don't think it is. I genuinely think people are completely misguided here, and in their haste to do kumbaya, my lord, they don't understand that if these platforms are not competing, normally less competition is not good. And they, on a platform level, Xbox cases, they're stopped. With PlayStation case, they're slowing down a little bit. They're starting to see the other thing start to slow down on it. What's your take on it? Do you think, what does this mean for the industry? Do you think that this is a positive thing? Are me and you just dinosaurs barking at a tree? Or is there some value in what we're saying?
There's absolute value. So to address the people that think we're just console warring, because to me that's the easy answer. This is the easy answer to debate. Oh, you're just console warring, right? You just use that as a tactic, right? But from my side, I had the Nintendo, I had the NES. the Super NES, the Master System, the Genesis, TurboGrafx 16 and 64, Saturn, GameCube, Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had the OG Xbox, one of my favorite consoles, one of my top favorite consoles of all time, right? All these platforms that I had was because of games and not because of the console. When you talk about exclusivity, it's actually about the games. People think when you talk about exclusivity, oh, it's because of your favorite plastic box. Like, no. The reason why the box is my favorite is because of the games, right? And when you look how the industry used to compete, it was, in order to get somebody to play on your box, you had to have the better games.
Yeah.
That's why Sega made Sonic. Sonic was literally born out of the console war. Sega had to create their own mascot to compete with Mario.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have Sonic. Xbox was created not so that way they could make games for PlayStation.
Yep.
They made Xbox to have a platform to get people to buy that because they felt PlayStation was a threat to their overall goal of home computing in the living room. Yeah, they literally created the box. Xbox was literally made to get people to buy that box and not a PlayStation. And what did Microsoft do to try to do that? Games. That's why they went after Halo. That's why they tried to implement their lives. That's why they went after Gears of War, right? Peter Moore took that strategy in overdrive with the 360. He said, not only do we have to have our own exclusives, we have to take exclusivity away from PlayStation. Yeah. We have to go after some of the biggest games that they don't make, but yet they get as exclusives. Games like Grand Theft Auto 4, yep. Final Fantasy, Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
And he got them day one on Xbox. He literally removed exclusives from PlayStation because he knew that's what it did. The battle was about the games. It wasn't about the plastic box.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to be talking about plastic boxes. Because if games are everywhere, what's left to talk about?
Yeah.
It's literally the plastic box. You got nothing else to talk about, right? And what ends up happening is if games are everywhere, right? Mm-hmm. The people with the money, when the developer tries to pitch a game, the people with the money, they're only interested in one thing. Is this game going to be successful? Is this game going to be profitable? They're not trying to hear, oh, Clear Obscure came out. We need to come up something on our platform that can compete with that and make better. They're not trying to hear that because then they're going to ask, oh, really? How much did Clear Obscure sell? Oh, 3 million. Oh, get out of here. I'm not interested in 3 million. No, get out of here. Pick something else. And usually, a lot of developers, the easiest pitch is a live service game or a sequel to a game that already had an established success. Yeah. Because there's no competition to say we need to make a better game than that game. Shareholders not going to be interested in that talk no more. They're just not. This doesn't benefit. I can understand the virtual signaling. And that's all I think it is. It's just everybody want to look like the nice guy on the internet. Oh, I want to be the Jesus of gaming, Mother Teresa, random people and they get to play games. Get it? Listen, everyone can play games just simply by the box. It's been that way all the time. But what truly made gaming competitive and come out with some of the best titles is when developers and companies says we have to make a better game than what these other people are doing, so that way they can buy our game. That's where we benefit.
On that platform.
But in the world where games everywhere, it just doesn't have that.
Yeah, so I will say that the hardware was, I think, over a period of years, the hardware became less important because the hardware was leveraged better. They had their own unique architecture, their own features. The OG Xbox had an 8 gig hard drive, and it could do a lot with that. And it had Xbox Live, which was a game changer for the console space. The Xbox 360 obviously had party chat because it had more RAM and it brought in its system like achievements, and PlayStation had to then really take some notes there with the trophy system, and then they birthed PSN, and then Xbox shat the bed with the Xbox One, and then the PS4 comes in, learns those lessons, and then just takes it to another level, whereas Xbox is then catching up catching up to the point where now it's just has to capitulate and become whatever it is now, which is more a platform than anything. But that people don't understand that, and ultimately there were audits done, massive audits by Xbox. We saw their audits where they looked at The Last of Us. We saw the comments that this is a quadruple A. They have the quality there. Most very brutally honest. We have nothing like this. We have nothing like that. We need to make something like this. One of the things that spurred on the acquisitions by Xbox in 2018 and then thereafter of these studios was for what? Because they can then leverage the talent on their platform. Now, I'll give another real life example. I was talking to Cole on this. I said, look, how can you be so blasé about this whole thing? Look at Starfield. Starfield got a year's delay only because Bethesda were ready to push it out. They were ready. But Microsoft, after the bullshit after Redfall, which was an absolute atrocious title, then they had said, you know what, we can't. After Halo Infinite got delayed, and then it just had a lukewarm reception compared to what, you know, its old fame, which I guess is diminished over a period of time. We needed to do something right. It was Xbox. It was Phil Spencer that pushed for a year's delay because they needed to do something for the console, for that platform. Now, if Xbox was multi-platform that day and Starfield was coming into PlayStation 5, you think for 1 second that Starfield would get a year's delay when Bethesda were ready to push out? No chance. What's Xbox going to do? Like, fucking push it. Let's go ahead and go. They're all going to buy it. It's got masses of media campaign and Bethesda already. There's no pressure on a platform level that has constantly existed between those platform holders, where you got freaking Polyphony going out to Turn 10 to see what they were doing, Forza, this and that. There was a bit of competition. There's history.
I remember that.
Yeah. Now look at it.
I remember it was like the Tokyo Game Show or something like that.
Yeah.
Polyphony, reps from Polyphony was at the Xbox booth looking at Forza.
Yeah.
That's competition, right? In fact, now that Forza Motorsport is gone, okay, so you got Gran Turismo and yeah.
And think about Forza there. Now Forza Motorsport is basically just teetered off, and people say, "Oh no, it's still alive." I'm like, okay. But Forza Horizon has completely taken over that, and now Forza Horizon is selling like mad on PlayStation. What do you think the Xbox is going to do? Do you think they're going to let's bring Forza Motorsport back? They don't care. Now they've got that PlayStation audience, and I think Xbox console fans, you need to realize this: Xbox, their primary consumer is now on PlayStation, where they're buying games en masse. So what do you think that means for you console players? Like, you're not being prioritized, and that's the thing. There was and this has always been the bedrock of this historically. This is how it's worked up until, I would say, last gen. The 360 PS3 gen was the last gen where we saw this, where the platform holders really leveraged their unique strengths. Even the Nintendo with the Switch 2, bro, they have honed in the advancements on that tech. Like, what is it? It's got a C button, so you can just do chat, and the controller works like a mouse. If Nintendo has hit that ceiling, think about what the others are gonna do. So now we're in this platform agnostic era, and a lot of everyone's like, "Kumbaya, my lord, this and that." And I know me and you have been very antagonistic about it. We have a very, I would say, abrasive, some people would say,
a theatrical flair.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. I call it theatrical flair. We're like the Joker. We just have this theatrical flair to how we discuss topics.
Yeah, we do. We're raw, we will insult, we will go in on it.
We have a theatrical flair to the conversation.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It is a theatrical flair because we're passionate about it, and you know, it's different personalities, and we can't always be like, "Kumbaya, we love each other." It's bullshit. And you know, journalists have utilized our passion, game devs and studios. They take advantage of that passion, but now we're supposed to be sequestered, pretend the competition doesn't exist, be nice to each other, this and that. But the reality is, come on, man, we're passionate about this stuff, and we've always called out this shit. And it's kind of sad, like, to see that kind of rivalries disappeared. Now people say, Potrock, competition's not gone. Everyone's competing for each other's time. All games are competing for each other's time. What do you say to that?
If that's the case, then us single gamers are done, because that's live service games.
Yep.
If that's what it is, if it's competing about time, then live service games are the winners of that battle. We're really screwed at that point, right? Some of the most played games now came out last gen. Fortnite, Apex Legend, Rainbow Six Siege, Minecraft. These are all old games, but they're still relevant today as they are as the newest games, right?
Is your mic moving? Sorry, just 1 sec. I think people in chat are saying that they can hear the mouse.
Is this wrong with my mic?
Yeah, I think it's like a movement. I can hear it like There's some kind of thing moving, rustling in there. Oh, it stopped now.
It's when I talk?
Yeah, when you talk. Yeah, it's when you talk.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh, no worries.
It only happens... No, but it only happens on streams. It doesn't happen on the Discord. Like, you can't hear it in the Discord, right? You're listening to me through Discord?
Yeah,
even on Discord, you're the first. Because even through Discord, people can't hear it.
I can hear like you're moving your mic. And
it's like...
There's like... I think you got a fan on or something? Because every time you talk, there's also...
Okay. No, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like if I have a fan in the background. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure that out. Because it doesn't happen in my videos. It doesn't happen... Well, you're the first one that said you hear it in the Discord. Like, other people in the Discord said they don't hear it. But it's only on the live.
Yeah, it's like you're moving the mic base, as someone says. Yeah. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. Sorry, Ted, we'll figure it out. But yeah, sorry to interrupt you there. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. So where was I?
You're talking about the live service games taking over, and people say everything's
yeah. So if it's the same time, right? But that's just another roundabout way of saying trying to get people on your platform, right? Because like, let's say if it's Helldivers on Xbox, right? Helldivers on Xbox, and Xbox gamers are playing Helldivers. How is that like a win of competition? It's not. It's just two mutual companies making money off of each other because Xbox gets a cut off of Helldivers stuff. So even if like, so for example, I know what they're trying to do, right? This is the new war, the new platform wars, right? And it's not a war, it's stupid, right? They're trying to use like, oh, look, Forza's selling great on PlayStation. I'm like, that's like the equivalent of hyping your wife kissing another man and being happy about it. Like, what are you, like what are you talking about? Like, what are you celebrating? Like,
hey,
how is that?
Xbox quality being rewarded on PlayStation, man.
Like, yeah, Xbox is winning because you're playing Forza. I'm like Sony's winning because they get a 30% cut. Xbox is winning because, you know, okay. Think about, listen, PlayStation's business is being a storefront provider. That's their main business. Their main business is not, this is another thing people forgot. PlayStation's main business is not first party. That's actually the smallest part of their business. Their business is to get you to play games on their console because the vast amount of games that they make money off of, plus the money transactions, plus the subscriptions, completely dwarf on what they can sell. There is no way the few first-party games that they make, even if it's the biggest, the Spider-Mans, the God of Wars, it's not going to compete with the combined mind of Call of Duty, you know, Minecraft, you know, Fortnite. All those titles combined and the money they bring in is just an overwhelming, consistent revenue. So now Microsoft comes in, hey, we could throw in Forza. Sony's like, hey, you're the ones that paid for it. We'll be happy to take 30%. Sure, thanks. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, right? That doesn't really breed competition. What that does is it's kind of like a safety net, you know, where now the fundamental idea for Microsoft, PlayStation, you know, is just simply what games they can create where they get the most profit out of, and it's no longer of what game can we create to get them to play on Xbox, or Sony's perspective, what game we can create to get them on PlayStation.
You know, Phil Spencer said that, didn't he?
The way PlayStation sees it, Microsoft bowed out. So now they got free reign to do what they want. And Microsoft's like, yeah, we're not into this competition. We're not doing that. We're not making games to beat out PlayStation. We're making games, you know, of course they're going to say give value Game Pass, but ultimately they want the highest, most profitable games. I mean, you can see Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush is a perfect example. You Xbox guys loved it. People loved it that it was day one. People loved it that it shadow dropped. It was critically acclaimed. It met all the metrics of a successful game. So why did they get rid of it? Why? Because it probably didn't meet the financial metric. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only bad thing about Hi-Fi Rush. People love the gameplay. People played on Game Pass. People love that it stealth dropped. 2 million plus players. Great Metacritic score. It was great by all means. It was great. So why did Xbox get rid of it? Why? Because the CFO said, yeah, it's not making enough money, and we're not going to make a sequel. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Not making enough money. They don't care about the Metacritic. They don't care about the fan reaction. If it don't meet the dollar, then it doesn't make sense. Get rid of the studio. You're done.
That's the face of platforms. That's what happened to Days Gone as well. A lot of people didn't like that, although critically it didn't meet that much, but it had numbers, like 8 million sales, I think. And the developer,
but at $30.
Oh yeah,
not at 70, because I remember that was because that's when that's what it's funny. Everybody even on the interview with Jaffe, at the end, he made it a point to tell people when the game launches, buy it at the launch price.
Oh, yeah,
he
that
said
guy.
that for a reason.
Garvin said that, yeah.
Yeah, Gavin. I think it was Gavin.
Yeah, John
I think his
Garvin,
first name, whatever.
Yeah,
John Gavin. Yeah, he said that for a reason, because people didn't buy Days Gone at $60. They bought it at 30, 20. So yeah, it got 7 million sales, but most of it is at $20. You know, but to no fault, not to the fault of the gamers, it launched broken.
Yeah.
So like, you want people to pay full price, and your game needs to be fixed. And believe me, I bought the game on launch, and right from the get-go, I'm like, oh, I can't play this. This thing is a mess. And I just moved on to another game. But it seemed like every 3 days a new update for that game was coming. And I'm like, man, this game, like after 3 weeks, it received like 12 updates. That's how broken it was.
That's a shame.
And then after like 3 weeks or so is when I started playing, and it was finally fixed. Like, don't release broken games. Yeah. Like, what do you expect? But everybody cheers 8 million sales when most of it's at $20, $30, not at the 60. You know, it's not like Spider-Man 2, 11 million at $70. That's a banger. That's a hit. God of War. I mean, The Last of Us 2, first 3 days, 4 million, 5 million at $60. That's a hit.
Yeah.
7 million sales, and 70, like a good amount of it is $20, $30 because people saw it as a deal months later. Like, no. That's not the same. Like, the two can't be compared, you know.
What was the development
right now
for Days Gone?
I really don't know.
It must be. Well,
I really don't know. But here's the thing. The funny part is, he did another interview with USA Today.
Okay.
So it was maybe it was like a couple of weeks after the Jaffe interview. But in that interview, he went to the specifics of the studio itself and why he left. So he talked more about that than as compared to the Jaffe interview. Yeah, but it wasn't Sony who said no to Days Gone 2. The studio changed their, I guess, protocol or policy on how to decide games. And what they did, they created like a little management team. So it's like a vote. Instead of one guy with a creative vision saying, yep, do it, it was like a vote of group of people. And they the ones that said no to Days Gone. So it wasn't Sony. It never went. A committee, yes, it's like a committee. It never went to PlayStation at all. So Sony never got an opportunity to say no. It was internal, and he left because he's like, this is not going to work because you have too many different people. And he said some of the people weren't even creatives; they were financial guys.
Oh God, well that's
so it's like a mix. So they, in their mind, they're thinking having a mixed, diverse group could come out with a kind of answer, and he's like, no, because the penny pinchers, they're only going to be concerned about money, no matter what. They're not going to take risks because they're concerned about the money. They have no idea about gaming and culture, and no. So he said, so he left. He's like, get out. He's not going to waste his time in this company anymore. And that was an interesting read on the USA Today article. That gave me more insight. I'm like, wow, that's kind of, wow. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, and he's not going to. That's going to be his legacy, which is a bit of a shame, because that's what he's quite bitter about it, obviously. Let me quickly read these super chats. Rambling and saying thank you for the 5 goes on a Shang Tsung's voice. Your exclusives are mine. Nintendo is next.
Oh man.
Maybe.
Nah, I don't know, man.
I don't think so as well. Nintendo are a bit stubborn, man, and they don't need to.
Nintendo will sue people if you confuse their platform with another platform. You know, like our parents, they call everything Nintendo. Like, that's a Spanish culture. My mom used to be like, se está jugando Nintendo. Like, he's playing Nintendo, and I'm on the Genesis. They will sue my mom. My mom will get sued for saying that. You know, so Nintendo is really hardcore on their IPs, where they play their games, where you get to play them. They're very guarded on that, you know, and good for them. They don't need another platform.
They don't.
They do everything internally. They you know, and I would say the advantage of that is they get away with things that PlayStation, Xbox could never.
No,
never.
They take the piss.
Could never get away with it. Like, they can do things like, wow.
Price hike, boom. You know, like, forget about it. It's like they're selling
demos.
Yes, that's true. That launch, I can't believe it. It was a piss take.
They sold cardboard.
They sold cardboard.
Imagine if PlayStation VR headset was a cardboard thing. You couldn't get away with that. Like, Sony can't get away with that. They just can't. There's just certain things Xbox and PlayStation can't get away with. You just can't. Nintendo could get away with it because they're self-guarded.
They've earned in the right elements. Exclusivity that has made it compelling. Hard. That's the argument right there. against a lot of the people naysayers of exclusives is Nintendo exists in its own lane because it can, because it guards its exclusivity and unique features that it provides, irrespective of the hackers. BitCloud, good to see you. Sorry, just say the amount of frauds that are exposing themselves with their double standards and damage control is insane. What's up, Gaz? Shout out to my bro P-Rock.
Absolutely. You know, it's you know, here's the thing. I used to play on Nintendo. That's what I grew up on. You know, I'm used to the Nintendo that still had their big first party, but they were also the leader in third party. They had third party exclusives: Double Dragon, Castlevania, Contra. These are third party games. They're from Konami, Capcom, Mega Man, but they were synonymous with Nintendo, right? Then Genesis came up and said, you know what? We really got to step up our exclusive protocol, right? Yeah. So the Shinobis, the Altered Bees, you know, Nintendo had Final Fantasy, which was a Square Enix game, but Sega said, we're going to create our own RPG, Phantasy Star. Phantasy Star was born to compete with Final Fantasy. Yeah. These are the things. And then Sony's like, you know, I mean, not Sony, but Sega's like, we're going to step into a world where Nintendo's not really good at, which is the sports world. That's when they started coming up with Joe Montana, with voice announcements, Buster Douglas boxing, Tommy Lasorda baseball, right? They were really, and then they got in bed with EA, like, hey, EA Sports, get all that stuff. They're the one that kickstarted that. These are all things about competition to try to get gamers onto your platform and not on that platform. And the number one way to do that is through games. Games is always the thing. There's an old video of like Seamus Blackley and the original creators of Xbox, and they talk about, you know, when they created Xbox. And one of the quotes they said is, you know, the first year is about the specs, is about the hardware, but the second Christmas is when the magic happens. You start seeing the games, you start seeing exclusives, and then you get to the point. You see this game on Xbox, you're going to get an Xbox. Yeah. That was the thought process. Even the creators who just designed hardware, they understood the games is what's going to attract people to the platform. So you got to come up with the most compelling games better than what your competitors could do. We're not going to really have that. We still have good games. You know, let me put it this way. You interviewed a lot of people, right? You know, have you noticed some of the biggest advocates on this new world, and they're happy, but have you noticed they also saying this is the worst gen ever?
I don't know.
Like Paris Lilly, he said that. He said that. I think he was on the podcast with Moore's Law is Dead, and he says, "Oh, I played on many gens, and this is by far the worst gen ever." And I'm thinking, really? All right, I can understand pricing. I can understand pricing. Right? Prices, right? But as far as games, I think this is probably, from a game standpoint, just games, I can't think of a better gen. Think about it. We have more games everywhere than ever before. We have PC handhelds that could play tons of games from PlayStation, from Xbox, own PC stuff. You got more games on Xbox than ever before, some even a few on PlayStation. PlayStation got more Xbox games than it's ever did before. PC got a lot of everything. You could play on PC handhelds, you could play on consoles, you got free to play. Some of the biggest games, you don't even have to pay or buy. You have Game Pass, a great way to play lots of games without spending a lot of money. You didn't have that in the previous generations. So why is everybody saying this generation sucks? When you got more games than ever before.
Why do you think that is?
You got more. I don't know. Maybe lack of competition, lack of compelling exclusives, the fight between. You know, look at the Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty. We haven't seen that in years.
I know. Man.
I remember that was like that. I remember that was like a every other year thing.
It was.
The new Battlefield versus Call of Duty, head to head, which is going to be the better. Now it's like.
It's a moment, like, and Battlefield 6, as much as I love it, is basically Battlefield 3 and 4 put together, slammed together. And then a generation later, we're still honed in, excited. I spent like 50 hours on just the open beta, but I'm excited about what is essentially a very conservative upgrade from a 2-gen-old game. And it's just like, bro, the reason why people say that, this is why Jack Move and everyone, I understand them so well, is because there isn't that flavor, that exclusivity driver. That I saw your frustration on Naughty Dog. If I was on an Xbox PlayStation fan, I would be a whole generation sat out, churning out remasters. And Intergalactic is going to be amazing. It's going to be coming, but it's coming when? It's going to be a cross-gen title for the PS6. And it's like everyone sat out. There's none. That magic is gone. That magic is gone where you had unique identifiers per platform, and they were constantly jostling together. Halo versus Killzone. Even say Killzone didn't do it. What about Killzone 2? Killzone 2 sitting at 92, 93 Metacritic. It was amazing. And then Sony tried it. Look at the poster behind you with Resistance. That was a great title. I'm sure it didn't last, but people loved it. Resistance was great. People loved Resistance. There's so many attempts at with Mag. There were attempts at Warhawk. There were all these. Sony understood it, so they were working hard to try and get to offer something that the other, to plug the gap. PSN was birthed because of Xbox Live and Party Chat and Game Chat. But so the problem is, over the years, these consoles, their unique identifiers, their identities disappeared as a result in terms of their hardware capability as well. There's very little that this generation, we argued about what couple of frames and bullshit like terms here, pisser and velocity and all the bollocks, but reality, and even Sean Layden and others say that they're basically the same thing. And the PlayStation's got a nicer controller, and then Xbox got some quick resume, which I really liked as a feature, but that's it. And the thing I will say is this: look at the PlayStation 6. Well, actually, I'll go on to that. That's a separate topic. I want to talk to you about that, and I want to ask you also where you stand, because I'm a bit confused where you stand as well at the moment, where your mind frame is. Before I do that, let me just read these super chats. Snow Dragon, thank you for the $5 Canadian. Can I go get both of your opinions? If PlayStation's first party big franchises ever go to Xbox? So I guess the P-Rock, his big franchises are Spider-Man, God of War,
Horizon. Okay. My opinion is the door's open for that to happen, and I don't see why not. Right? I know some people like the people in the community are arguing that all these games can go to other platforms, but Sony will safeguard a specific few title, which what they call is the tentpole titles. Tentpole titles, right? The tentpole titles, right? And I'm thinking, I don't understand why they would do that, because if you're willing to put one of the more successful games of this gen, which is Helldivers, right? Like, why isn't Helldivers considered? I know it's live service, but why isn't that game considered a tentpole title from the multiplayer side? Because when this whole live service thing was approached to me, everybody was advertising. I never liked the live service strategy. You know that. I just didn't like it. I felt Sony doesn't need to get involved at all. They're getting involved in something. Oh, my bad. Bumped into the thing. They get involved in something that's probably out of their scope. They should double down on what's already guaranteed success and just give more of it, because it's easy. The gamers want that. You already know what gamers want to eat. Just feed them more. But I get it. Some people felt Sony had to compete in the multiplayer space and the live service space. They have to compete in that. They have to show that if they're the best, you have to get into this arena. I'm like, okay, all right. So it's to be PlayStation got the single player lockdown. All right, PlayStation's gonna get the multiplayer lockdown, but you're putting your multiplayer on Xbox. So how are you competing? How are you saying you're the best? How are you trying to tell the community you're better at multiplayer games than Xbox or Nintendo or anybody else if you're going to end up putting their games anywhere? So at that point, I'm thinking it's not about that anymore. Totoki's not about that life. He's looking at strategies to maximize his investments, right? And if that's your mindset, then anything's on the table, right? People tell me, well, live service benefits for more players. I'm like, any game benefits for more players. Yeah. Any game. Yeah. You put Zelda, like Mario Kart, sold 60 million. You put Mario Kart on PlayStation, that's another 10 million. Yep. It's going to sell more. It's just going to sell more. The more places Mario Kart sells, the more sales it gets. It'll reach 100 million if you put it on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Mario Kart's an easy 120 million. Yep. Any game benefits for more people, so that's not an exclusive thought process for live service. Yeah. Like live service doesn't own the philosophy of more players, more success. No, that's just gaming in general. Yeah. Any game will benefit from that. So really, it comes down to profitability and risk. And I think Totoki is he's not risk adverse. I think he's willing to put more. He's just slower, and he gauges things. They'll gauge But if they feel like, yeah, we'll put Horizon Zero Dawn, an 8-year-old game on Xbox, what's gonna happen? People gonna stop playing PlayStation?
Yeah.
People gonna sell their PlayStation for Xbox because of Horizon Zero Dawn? Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. In fact, you're gonna get what you experience. Oh, I'm so happy. More people can enjoy the game I love. Oh my God, Yahoo! That's what's gonna happen.
I've seen that so much, and it pisses me off. And it's just fakery. It's fakery. I'm seeing from the Xbox camp all the time. Oh no, you're so against it. I'm like, listen, you absolute faceless, two-faced shits, man. You spent successive generations celebrating freaking acquisition after acquisition. You wanted Xbox to have those exclusives, and when immediately after they announced their thing, you were pissed. You were super pissed, and now you're okay with it. You're so happy. Like, you weren't happy about it. Come on, man. Why do I have to be one of the few Xbox guys that still maintains that position is just bullshit?
Just admit it.
Just admit it.
I would have more respect. I have respect. There are PlayStation gamers that said, bro, yeah, you're right. I would have preferred this, but it's whatever. I don't care no more. I respect that.
Yeah, fair enough.
You realize what's happening, and you're just done fighting. You're like, but you're not pretending to be happy about it.
Yeah.
You just, what you're gonna do? Like, there's really nothing you can do. So whatever. They just enjoy it for what it is. I respect that. But for the people lying, like celebrating, like, bro, you still have the videos up. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's a close friend of yours.
Oh,
his videos are still on his. Okay, you said it. I didn't say it. He still has his videos. Hyping it. At least get rid of them. Privatize the videos. Like, you still have the content on your channel. Like, this is crazy. Like, Cole, privatize those videos. If you're gonna make this fake persona, get rid of the shit. Like, you're just, the stuff is still there. You celebrating exclusives. You talking shit about exclusives. It's all there. That's what I find wild. I'm like, bro, like, your content's still there, man. Like, come on, at least privatize it. Like, at least shape this new identity. Like, do it right. If you're gonna do it right. Get rid of all evidence. Delete all tweets. Start, be like Enron. Start shredding the files. Get rid of all evidence. And then at least, if you're going to do it right. Oh, like, don't just...
See what you made me do? You see where you put me in these positions?
The evidence is there. Like,
now look what happened. I'll just sit here and just take it.
But guys, you can't argue. Go to his channel now and scroll back like 3 years ago. You'll see it. You'll be like, wow. It's literally, and then they act like they didn't do it. Yeah. Like, you did it. You did it. You hyped exclusives.
Right, he's entitled to change his mind.
Oh, but is it because you actually changed it, or
you're forced to change?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Anybody could change their mind, but is it because it's forced and you don't have a choice? That's why I said I respect guys that admit this is wrong, whatever, but they know there's nothing that can be done.
Yeah.
So they just, whatever, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I agree. There's nothing, it is what it is, but don't pretend you love it.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You don't love it. You don't love this. You just accepted it. But don't love it. Don't pretend you're happy for everybody else. You're lying.
I will say, you know what? One thing I always I've always maintained what this is about, and it shows to me the people who genuinely cared about competition in this space. Is when me and you, despite the fan base that are attacking us or whatever, I'm on PC and I still maintain this is negative in the long run because of the dwindling competition. When you stop competing, you got freaking sat in a what's very funny, I love that you tweeted out Hiroki Stoki, dickhead of the generation, which is funny because
asshole of the generation.
And I said the same thing at the end of my video about Satya Nadella. I said dickhead at the end, and I'm like, oh, he just feels the same.
And they get mad at us.
Yeah.
They got mad because I called Totoki an asshole. Like, what are we doing here? You don't know the guy. You don't know him. He's not your friend. Like, people getting mad at me. Oh, then who's better? Like, you can't even talk shit.
Do you see the DMs?
That's how bad it got.
When I called Phil Spencer, I made one of my best edited, most time I spent editing videos was the one where I was murking Phil Spencer. It's like, and that pissed Xbox. The DMs are going like, you little piece of shit. You're making these edited videos to shit on Xbox and Phil Spencer. How dare you, fake ponybot prick? And I was like, you fake shits, man. My record is clear. My record is for generations past. Like in the with King Thrash on N4G. I was so notorious fighting the Xbox battle.
Oh man, N4G was bad. That was funny. N4G was hilarious.
I was the most like ignored person on that thing. I had the only Xbox, but they had the bubble system with 10 bubbles there, and the moderator says, "You are the most complained person on this entire forum. I get so many DMs every day just about you," because it's a very PlayStation weighted forum, that place. But holy shit, man, like we've been there, we've done that. But it's not just console tribalism. There was an element of we wanted to maintain that we understood and recognized the competition that it brought in this space, and that unique flavor it brought in this space. And it's so that uniformity, and it's just the similitude between all platforms. It's so sterile now. And that's the thing, is people don't realize it. It's not a coincidence that the AAA space is absolutely dog shit now. It is so dry. And you think that's just a coincidence? It's just a symptom of everything. It's a symptom of the platform holders chasing the early bucks. It's now Sony and Xbox talking about monthly active users, MAUs, revenue, subscription. 60% of PlayStation's revenue comes from subscriptions and something else. What was it? Subscriptions and microtransactions. That's it.
Microtransactions. Yeah, that's the biggest things, right?
Yeah.
We talked on a podcast. Extreme mentioned it. You're not going to see, like Microsoft, you're seeing it. But PlayStation, you're not going to see the effects of these decisions for a couple of years because it takes a while, right? Because what it does is the culture changes, right?
Yeah.
It goes from a culture of creating great games to beat out somebody to now create great games, but it has to be mass market seller. So different decisions are different now. The decisions are different now, right? When you create a great game with the intent of competing, you'll take a risk.
Yeah.
Because the risk is to beat somebody. But if you're going to create a great game just for the sake of creating a game, they're not going to risk potentially a game, this might not sell well, we're not doing that. Because now it's all about the profit, and that's it, nothing else. It's just profit driven, that's it. There is no, and when we've seen interviews, and that's what's funny, because we all, like, for those of us who listen to podcasts, we know we've seen interviews of Sean Layden's and Andrew House and older creators when they said that, back then during the PS1, 2, 3, and 4, whatever, they created games just for the sake of creating games to see if something happens, but they needed a diverse library to compete with. So some games, they were like, I don't think this might make it, but they did it anyway.
Yeah.
Because they had to take that risk. They had to take a risk on new IP. They took risk on potentially losing.
Yep.
But they did it for the sake of, what if this is a hit? Or at a minimum, what if this is something that people love and makes a name for the brand? They talked about how they looked at titles. They even said that they kind of figure if you make 10 games, about 4 or 5 of them is going to fail.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3 will be marginally successful, and then the final 2 or 3 absolute hits. And they accepted that. They accepted some games will just not to be successful, but you got to be creative. You got to try to push new games, new ideas. It's gonna happen, right? And they even say even some games that may not have done well launch first time, give it a sequel. Look at Killzone. If Killzone was a brand new IP made today, it would have never seen the sequel.
No chance.
If the Killzone, let's pretend Killzone was never made, and you get a new Killzone, brand new IP, and it flopped, you're not seeing a Killzone 2. Meanwhile, they made a Killzone 2.
Yeah.
And it was a success. It was a hit. They took risk. We're going to see less risk in creativity and diversity and more about what will logically make more money. We'll do that.
Yeah. And that's what actually
it.
Hideo Kojima said this, I think a couple of weeks ago. He said, create the AAA space is completely dead as far as creativity is concerned. He looks at the indie space now. That's where the true creatives are, which is so abundantly clear now. And creativity is also a big part of this. It was creativity that was when we talk about we're primarily talking about AAA games. That's what we're talking about. When we talk about these platforms and their exclusives, we're primarily talking about the AAA games because those are the statement pieces. That's what historically they have been for each platform holder. They're big statement pieces, and they tend to have a higher budget. Now, obviously, with burgeoning budgets as well, that they hamper the abilities of developers to take more risks, but ultimately there is no impetus, and it's all about monthly active users. It's all about subscriptions. It's all about committee-based building and greenlighting of games. So it is quite sad. Let me just quickly read the super chat before I ask you about what is going to happen next to Potrock. in the future, because I've seen some clips. And I'm gonna send. I wanna play some clips as well, because obviously I moved to PC, but I want to know what you're gonna do. Dr. Emmett Brown with a $2 super chat. I blame the motherfucking Series S. We'll talk about some things on the Series.
Absolutely, absolutely. We should have never capped for the S. Things will be better.
We'll talk about that in a bit. Rambling Entertained, thank you for the 5 people who say this is the worst gen are only looking at AAA games. That's what we're talking about when you talk about gen, though. In terms of pure gaming, this is one of the best generations ever. In terms of pure gaming, in terms of volume, perhaps. Yeah, absolutely. You could argue that. And Rambling says, if you're looking at compelling exclusives, even their best generation, none of them were touching Witcher 3 or Skyrim in terms of quality per title. It's each to their own. For me, Witcher 3 and Skyrim, not my type of games, but okay, fair enough. Champagne Supernova.
I like them both.
I like them. You like them both? I
love them both. Yeah. They're both all.
Both of them I like.
But you have to have a taste. You have to have but it's a taste. It's a taste. It's a taste.
That setting. I've never been a high fantasy fan. That's the only reason why. Apart from like World of Warcraft, but that World of Warcraft flavor on high fantasy is very different. Champagne Supernova. And what was the other one I played this gen that was really good? I forgot the name now. Anyway, Champagne Supernova, the Australian too, guys, just dropping in to say hi. Good show, boys. Did have an Australian accent. Thanks to see you, Champagne. Totoki and Satya are Chads of PC gaming, says Rambling Entertained. Yes, they are, I guess. And
oh my God. Just hearing their names just triggers me. I just get triggered hearing Totoki and Satya. The worst thing to happen in gaming, bro. Worst thing happen in gaming. Them two morons.
Absolutely. I hate them.
Can't stand them.
Yeah, honestly.
I hate
they're just they're the suits that you don't want to be leading the decisions.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The only thing keeping me on Xbox is buying
two dickheads, and one of these days we're gonna see him on stage accepting an award. I'm gonna be like, oh my God, like don't do it, Jeff Keighley. Don't give him an award for lifetime achievement.
Satya. No, Satya can't get on stage. That little warmongering piece of shit. No way. No way.
Oh my God.
The only thing keeping me on Xbox is buying cheap games from Argentina. If Satya didn't got punched in the face tomorrow or today, I would celebrate. The guy's a piece of shit. Not because of his gaming thing, by the way. But yeah, he's a piece of shit. Let him suffer. Christian says that the only thing keeping me gaming is cheap games from Argentina. Apparently those are cheap on Xbox. I don't know if that's the case on other platforms, but we'll see. I don't know if you can see or you can bring up the stream. There's not much of a delay on the stream here, so you should be able to play it. I'm going to play a clip that my good buddy Sean from We Bleed Green sent me. He put you in one of his videos, and I want you to listen to this.
Hey, remind Sean, ask Sean if Xbox Series S outsold PlayStation.
Why is that? Because did he say he was going to do that?
Because 2020, we used to be on Z's podcast. Oh, he was 100% all in on Xbox Series S, and that it was going to be the highest selling console. So just remind him of that.
Okay, Sean, you heard that, Sean.
All right,
send the clip. Send the clip. Now here is our good friend Sean. He says that he wanted me to play this. Let's play.
Yeah. So Hunter. He made a tweet saying, "Are you getting a PSX?" And a lot of people responded like, "Oh yeah, day one." And I'm like, man, like this is the type of answers corporate wants to hear. They haven't even released a product, described it, why you should get it, the things that that they to compete and be like, hey, this is why you need to get a PS6. Like it's already auto buy. The comments to that tweet was, you expect me to jump on another system when I already have a huge library of PS5, PS4 games? I'm not losing that. Stream. Remember we talked about, and I said one time, I think Phil Spencer's right, and you were like, oh no, whatever, people leave. Bro, I don't think it's like that. I think that console gaming now, I think Phil Spencer was right. And I said before, kind of half-heartedly, I absolutely think he's right. I think we are at the point where people are not going to Hunter.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he made pause that. Are you going to PSX? And so, but not saying anything controversial there. I think the only thing he clipped is because you said Phil Spencer was right, and he was just like, yeah, look, Phil Spencer was right. But what you said there in that clip was that people, and I think, I think I'm too loud. Yeah, people were saying that, and I actually disagreed a little bit as well with Phil Spencer there. I said, look, because he tried to downplay the importance of exclusivity. And he said, look, people are entrenched into their own ecosystems. And you've now seen from the reaction from PlayStation guys who are like, well, I'm not going to go, my library is already built up on PlayStation, even if they go multiplat, I'm going to stay on PlayStation. And you've seen that, right? And so in that regard, you think Phil Spencer was correct?
I think, you know, at the time, I think we both agree. We thought that it was just a cop-out.
Yeah.
You know, on stuff like that. But when that PlayStation 6 tweet came up, the Hunter, shout out to Hunter, he just said, hey, will you buy a PlayStation 6? I was just interested on seeing that because I'm like, we don't know what the PlayStation 6 is. You know, so like you're already committed to buying something that doesn't exist yet. Like, what's the selling point? What does it do? Type of games, all that stuff. I don't think that matters anymore. I think now it's kind of like phones. Once you're in your ecosystem, everything you invested in, you're not like, for example, and like me, iPhone, I'm the same way with iPhone, but iPhone is not a hobby. It's just a product that I just call, go on Twitter, email, you know, it's not that serious for me. So I never, like, when I decide to buy a new phone, I don't be like, all right, let me look at the newest specs of Samsung. I don't care. Like, it's not that serious for me, right? It's just, I got all my stuff. I'll just upgrade to a new iPhone 3-4 years later, because I transfer all my stuff, and now I have a more up-to-date phone, and I just Twitter and talk shit, and, you know, make Xbox fanboys cry. That's it. Simple for me. But I think gaming is slowly encroaching that. It's not about, you know, it's not about the next product selling on you. As long as the next product plays all your games that you already invested in, and they continue to make games, that's it. You just buy it. It's just, that's it. That's really it, you know? And to me, that's even a more, I don't want to say dangerous word, because that's too strong a word, but that just gives room for companies to do more what they want. Because if the company already is selling you the product without having to do any work, no advertisements, no media, no like, oh, this is going to be better than this, nothing. They already know you're just buying it because you're already committed to the finance side. They can pretty much do whatever they want and have no consequence of losing you as a consumer. Zero consequence. I firmly believe there might be, like, let's say, I'll be honest, people call me a fanboy for wanting live service to fail, right? And I'll say a lie. I don't care what anybody says. I hope these live service game PlayStation does fail. I hope Helldivers is the only one. I want Marathon. I hope they all fail. And the reason why I'm like that, because I'm worrying about my self-interest, which is single player games. What happens if, let's say, Marathon's a hit, Fair Game's a hit, another live service game's a hit, and they're bringing in more money than any single player game could ever make? Bye-bye. Somebody in Sony will say, why are we making single player games again for?
I mean, Helldivers 2 alone is going to be eye-watering number. They're seeing major numbers there. That's going to be like, all right, we can't give up. If it wasn't for Helldivers 2, PlayStation might have actually said, you know what?
Maybe.
That's it. Forget it. They're a victim of their own success.
What if they are massive? What are they are massively successful? Bean counter is going to be like, why do you want me to greenlight a single player game again? Like, you guys ain't nowhere near our multiplayer game. So what value do you bring as a bean counter? Now, of course, we want to say, oh, it's in Sony's DNA, Temple exclusives, blah, blah, blah. They don't care about that. I don't think they care about that no more. You know, Temple exclusives right now is because that's the moneymaker. But what happens when they don't become the moneymaker? What happens if their multiplayer live service games is like out of the box successful, and Temple single player games are like, I'm gonna spend $300 million for what? For 10 million copies? DLC on our single player game sells more than full copies of games. You know what really opened my eyes was about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, one player on NBA 2K spent $32,000. If you do the math, that's the equivalent of buying 457 AAA games in just DLC. That one guy bought the equivalent of 457 games, full-fledged titles, in just DLC, and DLCs are like $1 or whatever. You can't compete with that. Single-player games can't compete with those type of numbers. You know, so Sony has an absolute success in live service game, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're fear mongering." Think business. That's all I want the community to ask. Stop thinking like the old Sony. Just think from a business metric. What's the point? And we already seeing it. Look at Warner Brothers. Their next superhero game is once again
some
a live service game. Bullshit. When the last two failed, did you forget about Batman? You do remember Arkham series, the successful game you had? Like you can't go back to that? No, because it's like they rather risk more another live service game, because if it hits, it's more than any single player game could ever do for them.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I'm on team. I hope live service massively fails for the sake of single player games. Because if it massively successful, somebody is going to show up on PlayStation in Sony, and they're going to do the numbers, and they're going to be like, it's just not worth the money to make single player games. It's just not worth the money. But we're doing so much better consistently, quarter after quarter after quarter, with live service revenue.
Well, on that gas
it is what
point,
it is. It's a business world.
So me and you went back and forth on gas. I actually am. It annoys me that multiplayer is now synonymous with gas. It just feels like it's almost impossible now to talk about multiplayer without it being a gas title, which is absolutely frustrating. Which is another symptom that I don't like of the new gen, which is basically everything multiplayer has to be gas. You can't have a Warhammer Space Marines 2 was really nice because it had just a multiplayer mode tacked on, like normal versus mode. I was like, wow, that's amazing. But the reason why I want, so PlayStation guys will come at me for this point, but you mentioned it earlier that the reason why people say PlayStation should do gas or multiplayer is because then you can't call yourself the great without actually having done multiplayer. And I agree with that statement. You can't be the greatest if you can't do multiplayer, or you're just a one-trick pony with single player. But multiplayer has also been the bedrock of gaming experiences. And we have seen Sony touch on greatness. Naughty Dog, when they did factions for the first game, great multiplayer. Like SOCOM, great multiplayer. I absolutely believe in the talent of player. Well, maybe the longer it goes on for, now you're proven right and I'm proven wrong when I say PlayStation Studios, they can do good multiplayer, because as it goes on, even if Naughty Dog faltered with factions and they had to go back to their drawing board and stick to single player, that was a big slap in the face. Where Killzone has now disappeared, I still feel like they could do a SOCOM. I still feel like they can do a Killzone that multiplayer. I can see the vision, but clearly if the talent isn't there, then it's kind of sad. And then look at all the titles that were greenlit. I mean, a God of War freaking multiplayer from freaking Nixus is so dumb. It's like they don't know what they're doing.
It was Blue Point. It was Blue Point.
Blue Point, sorry, not Nixus.
The God of War, yeah, which is even worse. Right?
Yeah.
Because let's say if it was Nixus, at least that's Nixus making a game for PlayStation.
Yeah,
Nixus is a first-party studio that makes no games for PlayStation. This is where we're at right now. And but be happy, Puerto Rico, be happy. Gaming's great. Sony bought a studio that don't make PlayStation games, and you want me to be happy? Smile, everybody. Like, what are you talking? This is why it's ridiculous. I got all these gamers saying, be happy, Puerto Rock. I bought a PlayStation console, and Sony has a first-party studio that don't make games for my console. And I'm supposed to smile about it. What are we talking about here? Do you not see how ridiculous that is? Guys, am I lying?
I've never seen it that way. I've never seen it that way.
Think about it. Yeah. Nobody does. I'm telling people, Nixus is a first-party studio. What PlayStation games did they make? Nothing. They don't make PlayStation games. So they're more of a first-party studio for PC than their own console. Like, what are we talking about? And I'm supposed to be happy. Oh, I'm so happy for Alex. Oh no, Alex, you got a great first-party studio. Fuck you and your banana suit. I ain't trying to hear this shit. I'm supposed to be happy? The fuck is we talking about here? A whole ass studio that don't make PlayStation games, and I'm supposed to smile. Fuck you. Get out of here. I'm not trying to hear that shit. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I would have been more than happy hearing Nixus canceled, because at least they tried to make a PlayStation game. No, they're not making PlayStation games. How about this? Ready for this?
Go on.
A first-party studio made more Xbox games than their own PlayStation console, because Helldivers, they helped port that to Xbox. So we got a first-party studio that never made a game on PlayStation, but they made an Xbox game. And I'm happy for you as a PlayStation console owner. Xbox guys, I'm so happy for you. That's great. You guys, oh, look at it. A little chin to the chin. I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy that I'm seeing PlayStation make games for you, but not for me. That's great. Kumbaya. Am I gonna, is this the way to get to heaven? Is this how I get to heaven? Get out of here with this bullshit. Get out of here. This is stupid. Guys, am I wrong? Imagine if Microsoft buys a studio specifically for PlayStation. What would you say? What would you say? For you Steam fanboys, imagine if Valve made a game, an exclusive game just for PlayStation. How would you feel if you played on Steam? Not even on PC. Imagine Half-Life 3 exclusive to PlayStation 6. Yeah, you wouldn't like that now, would you? Yeah, now we're not happy. Now we're like, wait a minute, what are we talking about here? Half-Life 3 on PlayStation, even timed. It'll come to PC, but it's timed on PlayStation. Yeah, you wouldn't be happy about that. You wouldn't be like, oh, great PlayStation guys, you got the greatness of Half-Life 3. No, you'll be like, what the?
Yeah, that would be sacrilege.
Stop playing.
Sacrilege. Half-Life 3 that would be sacrilege.
Even timed. 2 months on PlayStation. Just 2 months. No, you wouldn't put up. You wouldn't put up with 2 days of time exclusive on PlayStation. Come on now, this is ridiculous. Like, come on, like none of these moves, and this is what I think we're trying to do. None of these moves actually benefit the console gamer, and that's what I want to tell you guys who own a console. You don't play on PC. You play on a console. Stop listening to PC guys that don't play on console, or, oh, I own a console too. No, but you on PC. You're safe. For the guys dedicated to the console, because that's where you like to play, that's where your games is at, like the ease of use. We got more taken away than added to our thing. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Like, we could talk, I don't know if the Xbox ROG Ally was a topic or whatever.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if it is.
It is.
Right? Okay, so I'll wait for my points there.
Yeah, okay.
I'll wait for, I'm gonna just say, we'll get to that.
Hey, we'll get to that just after this, actually.
Back to the clip. I think Phil Spencer's right. I think it's about the digital library. People are not gonna move on, no matter what the company does, because they put too much money in their library. So now old games matter for the next console. Remember, if you saw in the beginning of Gen, we don't buy new consoles for old games. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah, yep.
You remember that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we don't buy new consoles for old games.
Yeah,
now? Oh no. No, that was PlayStation guys. Yeah. We were saying that shit.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but now it's all about that. Now they're not gonna move. And I get it. The amount of money, the amount of investments. Just admit it. Just admit it, right? And then stop piping exclusives. If you know you're gonna buy the PlayStation 6, and that's fine. I'm not saying don't. Just admit things changed. Phil Spencer was right. He knew. That's why he told us Starfield could be 11 out of 10. These PlayStation guys not moving. They're just not. They're not trying to hear that. They're going to stay on PlayStation. They buy their games on PlayStation. They're not moving on. Same thing with the Xbox guys. It don't matter if Baldur's Gate 3 got delayed, Black Wukong this, or Money Hats. They don't care. They invested a lot of money into their ecosystem. They are staying on the ecosystem. It doesn't matter what Microsoft does, just as long as they can play their games, they can play their library, and games continue to go day one on Game Pass. Everything's fine. Everything's peasy. Everybody's happy. Shangri-La. Everybody's in Shangri-La. Everybody's in Shangri-La. It's all happy-go-lucky now. It's perfect. Let's not hold the companies accountable anymore. They can do what they want. Just, they could take as long as they want, whatever. If development studios don't even make a game at all for the entire gen, that's okay. Don't get mad. It's all right. It's okay. Everything's great. Play something else. Play the indie games. Don't worry about if you got entire studios that only make remasters, or they take 9 years to make a game. Or when they finally do make a game, you're like, yo, imagine this, and J-Dub said this, and even he said, like, that would be ridiculous. Imagine if Intergalactic launches with the PlayStation 6.
It will.
But I'm on the PS5 Pro. So you entirely skipped my console. Like, you're crazy. Like, this is This is why, like, I can understand a year later, like the console launch, like kind of like, you know, the previous games. But no, like it's there the day of launch. Like I had to wait to the PS6 launch to play Intergalactic. What? What?
What's happening?
Oh my God. That's why I said I hope the PS6 launches like 2028. Give this gen more room.
It's not gonna happen.
Because like COVID, all this stuff, it just slowed down everything. Cross gen. Give it 2-3 more years. Don't do 2027. Don't do it. Don't do it. We don't need a new console. Do you feel like we need a new console in 2027? Like, do you have that feeling like we need a new console in 2027?
Bro, what? There's nothing. We haven't started.
Exactly. like what are we talking about?
That was shown up at the start of the freaking what are we talking? like we're State of Decay that was shown in 2018. Come on, man. These are launch freaking reveal. Where is the game?
Exactly.
Bullshit,
like
man.
I don't feel like talking about new hardware. I don't feel like that's not in me. The Pro mid-gen refresh, I know Xbox didn't do it, but that's fine. But like new generational hardware, I don't see me wanting to talk about new generational hardware. Like it's just why? To play cross-gen games?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Well, wait. So, okay, look. I have definitively moved to PC. And I know you have, and it does inform my tastes. I remember that famous clip of me lining up for PS4, which I went on your show.
That's awesome. J-Dub would never forget that.
Yeah,
J-Dub, that's his favorite. That's his favorite on his phone.
Yeah,
he has instant access to that.
You will never let it just post that all the time.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, welcome back, guys." It's just like.
Oh man, and honestly, I was there for about a week, and I couldn't handle it, and I had to go back because it was exclusives. I spent ages arguing with my friends. They're not even hardcore Xbox guys, but they were stuck in the environment. I'm like, just get a PlayStation 4, and they were like, I don't know, I like this Kinect thing, it looks kind of cool. You know, I'm like, just get the PlayStation 4, and nothing was happening. And then we played Battlefield 4, and they had like those, you know, the blue screen crashes onto PS4. And then there was no games coming out until Bloodborne came out after 3 years, and I was like, all right. And by then I'd lost the steam. I was playing Titanfall, and I was playing which was they money hatted, and I was back on Xbox. That was the value of exclusivity. Those are the final throes of exclusivity. But now, I've moved to PC definitively, and honestly, it's a look in the landscape, which is shit, which I hate. The console landscape now is just so blur. PC is a no-brainer. There's a clip of you a while ago where you said, "What? I'm gonna go PC because I don't want to get." That's what you said. You don't want to get fucked, because you don't have to pay online. You don't get to play and all this shit, and all of that has now come to the fore. Now you're saying in that clip that you're surprised people are already committed to PS6 because they're committed to their libraries. But where does that put you, Portorock? What are you thinking? I know you don't want a PS6 so soon. I completely agree and understand because we barely started to see the value proposition of these boxes or the exclusives or whatever. It just doesn't feel like we've seen what the titles here. But it is what it is. But what are you gonna do? What's the next?
I already said, and I said it on live. I don't make decisions based on an old library. Never did, right?
Same.
That's just me.
Same.
To me, the PS5 games is for PS5. That's it.
Okay.
PS4 games was for PS4, PS3 games PS3. That's just how I look at it. I'm not gonna make a decision on PS6 because I have PS5 games.
Yeah.
That's why my PS5 and my PS5 Pro is. The PlayStation 6 environment is different now compared to the previous PlayStations. Because when the PlayStation 6 launches, it will launch in a world where PlayStation games are on other platforms.
Yeah.
It just is, right? And Sony's committed, at a minimum, to put all their games on PC. At a minimum.
Yeah.
Now, there's arguments on how far they'll go into Xbox and Nintendo, but just the fact that that's even a conversation is already a different world.
Yep.
Compared to the PlayStation 1 through 4. There was no conversation on PC or Xbox, Nintendo in PlayStation 4.
Nope.
PlayStation 3, 201. We didn't have these conversations, right? So my decisions was based on games,
Yep.
right? And even then, if another platform had games that I wanted to play, I would get that platform. I have an Xbox One 1 terabyte Halo edition. Just because I preferred the PlayStation 4 didn't stop me from getting an Xbox One, and I got the Halo 1 terabyte edition because it had games that I wanted to play. So no platform is going to stop me. If you have the games that I want to play, I'm going to get to your platform. Pretty simple. But now in the PlayStation 6 environment, where all the games are on PC, okay, there's even talk of potentially Sony reducing the time, with the wait time between launch and going on PC right down to 6 months. So you're talking like 6 months. Even now, I'll even use this year. There's really only 2 games that differentiate PlayStation and PC. And that's Death Stranding and Ghost of Yotai. You know both of those games will eventually come to PC anyway.
Yeah.
Just 2 games, right? So now I'm like, okay, the PlayStation 6 isn't about the games in terms of the differences between PlayStation and other things. So now I'm looking, all right, let's look at PlayStation versus PC, because that's the decision. PlayStation 6 versus PC. If I buy a PlayStation 6, I get ease of use. Potentially, you know, if I still want to collect games physically, okay, that's a thing. All right, that's still there. And that's about it. Ease of use, physical games. Everything else is a negative. PlayStation 6 will have worse version of games compared to PC. It's actually more expensive to play PlayStation games on PlayStation than on PC. I will say this, Helldivers is a good example. If you're playing Helldivers on PlayStation, you are playing the most expensive way to play Helldivers. Because on PC, there's no online. And on Xbox, you get the cheapest online, which is Core, Xbox Core. It's only $60 a year. The cheapest online for PlayStation is $80.
Oh shit.
So the most expensive way to play Helldivers is on PlayStation. How is PlayStation gamers spending the most money on their own first party game, on their own console compared to everyone else? These are the things I look at. I don't look at the library. I look at, all right, it's not about the games because both platforms have the same games. Sure, I have to spend more money on PC to get the better performance, but if I spend enough, I don't have to worry about mid-gen refresh. PlayStation 6 Pro, I don't have to worry about that. I already got the platform that's better than the PlayStation 6 Pro. Cheaper online, more access to digital stores, and I still get to play PlayStation games, and I don't mind logging onto a free account, so I'll still get the trophies. More options of stores, free online. If I choose to play online, whatever, I got all these more options, and I still get to play PlayStation games. That's the key. Is whether or not I lose access. I don't lose access to PlayStation games. I will still have access to PlayStation games. So the only negative is just more expensive. But if I don't have to deal with the nonsense and whatever, and I'm concerned on just how the PlayStation 6 gen is going to play out, because again, it's a different environment compared to previous PlayStation. PlayStation 6 not going to have the advantage of exclusives. Nope. It's not going to have advantage of the best hardware. It's just a different world. And I don't know if these decisions are going to impact. It might not. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. So I'm not really interested in the PlayStation 6. I said, I'm just going to go PC. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the gen with PS5, PS5 Pro, and I'm going to write it out. But my next platform is going to be PC. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. But the reality, people think I'm lying, but think about it. I'm not tied to the library. I just not. That's just not a decision. Yeah. Right. Sure, PC will have its own issues. Everything will have its own issues to deal with. You're gonna have to get used to. Yeah, it's gonna have that. But at the end of the day, am I gonna miss out on PlayStation games if I go to PC? No. Do I have the opportunity to play better versions of PlayStation games? Do I have to worry about PlayStation 6 Pro? I don't have to worry about those things no more. Sony created this environment. Yeah. Sony created it. Absolutely. You know, I didn't leave them. They left me. You know, it is what it is. I'm just looking out for my best interest. That's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to me, PlayStation. Yeah,
I don't even know if you'll like the PS6 with the. Have you seen the specs and from Moore's Law's Dead? They go for affordability, and they have to now cater for the PS handheld device.
And that's another thing. With the handheld, is that going to be PlayStation's Xbox Series S dilemma?
That's
I don't know. I would like to think they wouldn't do a stupid move like that, but it just seems like the things I say, oh, Sony won't be that stupid. They did it.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I don't know this PlayStation anymore, which is fine. I just have to protect my own self-interest. If I go PC, I don't care if Sony could put themselves in the Xbox Series S position. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
If they handicap their own games, or they, they do something funny with the PlayStation 6 or whatever, however they do their dynamics during that gen, not my concern. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
It's whoever who bought the PlayStation 6. You got to worry about that. I ain't got to worry about that. That's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, honestly,
so that's where I stand.
Same kind of conversations I was having. Like the new Xbox, at least the distinction is that there's it is an extension of my Steam library on my living room. Although, to be honest, I've actually boycotted all Microsoft products, so it will be the Steam's Fremont that I'll be looking at. Which is funny, isn't it? I've cancelled. People don't know that because they don't watch my content.
I got it.
But
I know exactly. I know exactly your stand on Microsoft, which is rightfully so. I get it. It's absolutely understandable.
Cancelled Game Pass and all of that, which is great because the service is actually.
But they think you're a fanboy. They have no idea. They have no idea, right?
Because I'm such a prick online on Twitter, just making fun of PlayStation. They just assume I'm an Xbox mega fan, but I just take it to take the piss. But if I could get wean off OneDrive, but I can't for work. Microsoft Office, Excel, Word, Outlook, everything. It's just Microsoft. It's everywhere, isn't it? So it's really hard.
Yeah, it's businesses adopted it. Yeah, it's just everywhere.
I can't. It's like water. It's like oxygen now. It's everywhere. They monopolized everything, which is another great thing about corporations. But with PC, I have that. You know, other things. Other people think there's just a red herring, but for me, it was really nice to be able to buy. Look, I'm not beholden to one company. I can get an NVIDIA GPU. I've got an AMD CPU. I've got a different freaking. Everything was just mine. I had built it myself, and I just felt like I was wondered, like, where's Portrock gonna go? Because you're very similar to me, and I think you would really enjoy. Because we're at the kind of the what do you call it? We're the core. I hate the word, but core gaming audience. For us, we've been in the what's it called? It's not the gutter game. What do they call it? The crumb side. Sorry. We're in the crumb side of this, and we've always been looking at the specs and digital.
Time to close up shop.
Yeah,
close up shop. That's it. Wrap it up, boys.
Kumbaya, my lord.
It's Shangri-La out here. It's the Garden of Eden. It's the Garden of Eden.
I think we provided a service to the audiences that however small it was that we were actually
provide entertainment.
If we did entertain it, we did provide.
But I will say this: like, since you're moved to PC, like, let's say like the new Xbox, like, you talk about it and you're interested from a conversational, but as a gamer, you're not really worried about it because you got your PC. Like, no matter what Microsoft does, whether they deliver or don't, I don't care.
Yeah,
you got a 5090.
Yeah, exactly.
What I gotta worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a conversation, and that's the same way for me.
Yeah.
PlayStation 6, succeed or fails, I just don't want to worry about. I don't want, like, whatever direction PlayStation goes. I'm just not appealing to that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it case by case. I just write myself off of it and just whatever they want to do, however they want to do it, fine. At the end of the day, just like your decision, you still get access to Xbox games, so it doesn't matter.
It makes no difference, actually, especially on Xbox, because everything's day and day on. On it.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm interested in,
that might happen for PlayStation. You never know. When they release the PlayStation 6, they could also go day and day on PC. That's there.
Yeah,
we don't know what place, and I don't like that. I don't want to invest money in a brand where I don't know what you're doing. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm gonna just wean myself out of it then. So I don't have to worry about it. Let them finagle, appease their investors.
Yeah.
Just don't want to worry about that no more.
That's the best way forward. I feel so much of what you're saying. The same thing with Xbox. It's like, I don't know what you're doing. Quality I went back from PC two consoles again, the diehard Xbox. Okay, this is your one chance, and you just faltered, failed. Halo, this, that, no launch games. The Power Front was supposed to be amazing, and then that just shat the bed.
2020 was crazy.
Oh, man.
The RDNA, full RDNA 2.0. I know you remember those combos.
God.
Oh my God!
I used to listen to D-Batch before. What a stupid mistake that was.
Like, man, it was crazy times, man. But it's like now it's like these companies making this, and that's fine. They have the right to do that. They're shareholders. But what I don't like is people think I'm supposed to accept it. No, I ain't gotta accept that. Like, I could understand, but that's not the same thing as accept. If I don't like what they're doing, I'm just gonna look for somewhere else that's gonna give me more of what I want, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's a consumer product. You know, if Sony has a better vision for themselves, more power to you.
Yeah.
Go the direction you want for yourselves, but I don't want to be part of that. That's just I don't see their decision so far as beneficial to PlayStation console gamers. And I know that the biggest thing is, well, you know, these games being more and more platforms will fund new games. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that. Not one penny of a. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this to the console guys, PlayStation console guys. Not a single dime, not a single penny of what was sold on PC or what's available on Xbox or Nintendo, because you know they got MLB to show, is going back into game development budget. In my opinion, because I wouldn't do that. If I work for Sony, I'll be honest, because I wouldn't do that. If I work for Sony and they told me my task was mass profitability, my protocol or policy, right, my business practice would be games will live and die off the sales of the console. All the extra sales off of PC, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever platform it is, that is strictly money for the shareholders.
Yeah.
The other platforms make my shareholders happy. The success of the game is on the backs of the PlayStation console gamer. So let's say if a game flops on the console, gets ported to PC, and it breaks even or it makes profit, that's a failure in my eyes. I'm not going to use the success of PC and other platforms as a success of the game. No, if it failed on PlayStation, it's just straight failed. All this extra money on the other consoles, that's for my shareholders.
Okay.
So if you want these games, PlayStation gamers better buy it, because PC won't save you, Xbox won't save you, Nintendo won't save you, because that money is for pockets. It's for the company. It is not going back into development. It is not going back into making new games. That's how I would do it. Live and die on what PlayStation does to maximize profit. That would be that a-hole. And if I'm thinking that, you know that's what they're doing. I don't think these PC funds games for us.
Yeah.
It funds shareholder pockets. It increases margins for the shareholders. It goes straight to the company. PlayStation, you guys are funding future games. And if you don't buy the games, it's PC gamers can't save you. Nintendo gamers can't save you. Xbox can't save you. The money Xbox gamers, Nintendo gamers, PC gamers provide, straight to the shareholders. It's going straight to Totoki. He's taking it all. That's all his. Asshole of the gen, that's all his money. PC, Xbox, Nintendo is his money. Funding new games, that's coming out of the PlayStation sales. And if it doesn't come out of those, nix it.
Well,
that's how I feel they're running their business.
Okay.
I don't think these PC games are funding new projects. They're just funding pockets.
Well, Helldivers 2 is pretty big, and they made a lot of money. I can't definitively say that money's just going to Totoki's money pockets. That's just probably giving it.
But it's more successful on PC, but the game was successful on PlayStation. The PlayStation was still successful. It's just more successful on PC, but it's doing great on PlayStation.
How can you say the money's not going to be used for anything else but lining their own pockets? We don't know that, though.
I would say a good portion of money's lining their pockets. I don't think it's this. I just don't see Sony being this. Oh, it's all about making new games. I don't think that. I think they're very frugal.
None of them are like that.
I think they're very frugal.
Xbox fans say like it's going to give you more games. I think PlayStation games, Xbox games on PlayStation made Game Pass more sustainable. Absolutely, I can say that.
I think that's
it eases pressure. But I won't profess to know about that. Cole Eastwood, you asked me a question because, Gaz, why do you care about exclusives if you don't even own a console? What exclusives? What exclusives? Which exclusive?
That's the reason why. That's the reason why he don't own a console. Because we adapting to. That's the thing. We're adapting to the new environment.
Yeah.
But we're honest about it. At least we're honest about it. Like, believe me, I would love to go back to the PS4 days. I would love that, and I'm sure you would love that. Listen. There is no way Xbox gamers today wouldn't want the 360 gen back. In terms of
best.
I guarantee they would want that back. But we can't have it. So we just have to adapt to the new world. Yeah. But that doesn't mean we're going to pretend to love it. Oh, I love it. No. It's just how it is. Now we just got to adapt to the new model.
Yeah.
This is the new normal. That's all we're doing. We're just admitting it sucks.
Yeah.
we're just admitting it. We're not going to pretend to like it. I'm not going to pretend to like it.
No.
It's just the new normal. And it is what it is.
Yeah, no, you talk about exclusivity, Cole. The literal thumbnail, the end of exclusives, which King Thrash copied all of. The reason why I have to, for now, finally, King Thrash is averse. He has an aversion to repetition. His channel was built on repeating the same thing about the death of Xbox. Now, I was like, I have to have this conversation because we're talking about exclusive. We have the Returnal rumor here, and I need to talk to one person on the PlayStation camp that I can actually have an affinity with who thinks the same way, who actually understands the value of exclusivity and what it meant historically and what it makes us feel now. And it's just like the landscape is just drab. The AAA space is dog shit. You all admit it. Everyone admits it. The exclusive. There's no real identifier. Multiplat's fine. There, Elden Ring and your Expedition 33's there. Their statement piece is fine. Go for it. But there's not like there's no impetus on the platform side. So it is what
it's just a lot of things, the end of E3, like these things were like like gaming, like even how they reveal games now suck.
Yeah.
Like I remember games used to be an event. Like we had a big showcases where you introduce a new IP. It's like a celebration event. Now it's like a 20-minute video.
Yeah.
Like, oh look, click the link.
The video game industry is a victim of its own success as far as core gamers are concerned, because it be popularized so much. The new gen of gamers, your Roblox, your Minecraft, and your gas games and your BR games and all of that stuff has really taken it to the force of what we knew or what we appreciate as core gaming is just steadily just slipped away, which is why we hold on to Expedition 33 so well, because it kind of gives us a taste on the AA side of time that's gone, a time past. Yeah. So it's the industry's changing, and that's what it is. It really has changed. I remember M was pissed at my statement at that point, but remember on your podcast was that industry's changed. Oh yeah. He's not gonna disagree with me now.
No, now. I mean, you saw him. He made that video. I am done. This is my last PlayStation. Fuck you, Totoki. You killed the brand. No, he said it. He really went like, "This is you killed the brand," because he's really into that ecosystem. He's a very big ecosystem, guys. And companies that have an ecosystem, you need to nurture with your products.
Yeah.
You need to nurture your ecosystem with your products, because then why have an ecosystem? Like, if you're just going to be third party, then just be third party. That's fine. But you're going to be third party with your own thing that is part of your responsibility, because you have to consider other platforms that's not your platform as well. So, like, for example, when they're talking about building a PlayStation 6, well, let's go back to PlayStation 6. That PlayStation 6 is going to be more multi-platform centric than ever before, because they're not going to create a PlayStation 6 that makes it difficult for their developers to port games to PC and other platforms.
No chance.
So it's going to be, you're going to get great hardware, but it's going to be centered around ease of portability to other platforms, because they don't want the challenges of, well, when we made this console, we had these specific bespoke technologies that don't kind of fit well on PC. So then we had to do, they're not going to do that no more.
It's gone.
They're going to make great hardware, but it's going to be very easily manageable to transition to other platforms, to any platform they want to.
They're the gimped
That's
PCs,
your PlayStation
bro.
6.
That's all your consoles. They're gimped PCs. But that's the reality. They've been there for a while.
More than ever.
Well, look at come on, man. PS5, Xbox Series X. What What is
They're
it?
PCs, you know, they're like, you know, they have a few minor things, you know, but it's not the big differences as much. It's not as big as it used to be. It's not like the PS3, PS2 days where it's like
Yeah,
a complete,
cell
yeah.
architecture,
So
you had your this and that. There's something unique about it. I mean, the 360 was a bit of an outlier because even PC hadn't caught up with the tech of the consoles at that point, but that's all disappeared. So now you're going to have this very almost androgynous console like lineup with the next box. You wanted to talk about the Asus ROG Ally, and I saw a lot of back and forth there. I didn't get that stuck into it, but I saw the beef on it. So what? Look, I saw this whole. It's not natively playing games on Xbox, but I don't see.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Listen, you said it right there. That's it. That's. Listen, you know, again, it's the dishonesty. When the Xbox ROG Ally was first introduced on that showcase, what was the main conversation? Let's be honest, that a lot of people were talking about.
Yeah, playing Xbox games.
Yeah, Xbox natively.
I even said it. I said it
And
straight away. Oh, it doesn't even play natively. What's the point?
We were both saying that. Like, it's not going to do it. It's no different than the PC handhelds that's already out. It's not an Xbox. You're not going to play your library of Xbox games natively. Play anywhere, sure, but that's already available on the PC handhelds. They all could do that.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's an Xbox, blah, 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 Sarah Bonds, the Queen, whatever. Now that we have it, just like we said, it doesn't natively play. It's a PC handheld. And this is again, I want the Xbox console gamers to listen. This Xbox benefits PC gamers. It's perfect. It's a perfect match. Everything the PC gamer has on their PC works on this handheld.
Nice.
But not everything that works on your console does not work on this handheld. You have to make a concession like remote play or cloud. A proper Xbox handheld is straight compatible with a proper Xbox console. Don't let the PC gamers fool you. This is not for you as a console gamer. Microsoft did not build a proper handheld for you console gamers. So don't be happy about it. Don't smile. The handheld that they canceled, that was your handheld, and they canceled it. That is what you should demand from Xbox as a console gamer, where it's 100% compatible with your library games. That way, when you buy an Xbox Series X game, it doesn't have to be play anywhere. You boom, log on to your proper Xbox handheld, and boom, you're playing it. That's a proper handheld for the console gamer. Don't listen to these PC guys. Sure, they're loving it because they're playing on PC. They're not really playing on your console. They're not there with it, right? But here's the thing. Everybody brings up the Portal. The Portal is what the Portal is. It wasn't made as a native handheld. The next PlayStation handheld that we know that's coming, that's going to be compatible with PS5. That's a proper PlayStation handheld.
The Portal isn't?
It's gonna. No, Portal is just a remote device. That's why it's $200. It's a remote device. You know, some people bring up the Portal. I'm like, Portal is as advertised. It is a remote device. It was nothing more than that. It was never advertised as a handheld, right? Okay. But people assumed that Xbox ROG was going to play your Xbox Series library, all of it, because it's an Xbox. And we're trying to tell people that's just a branding. It's a PC handheld. Just admit it. You didn't get what you wanted. The thing that you did want, Xbox canceled. The thing for console gamers, Xbox canceled. Stop listening to the PC guys, people. They're not there in your best interest. Listen to other console gamers that are pissed off like me and guys. We're the console gamers. So if we're pissed, it's for a reason. We're no, now he's 50-90 life, right? He spent too much money to go back. I'm not there yet. So, you know, I'm still there. Once I leave, you're on your own. I'm PC gamers. I can't
wait to see that.
You know, only friend. You know, whatever. But I'm telling you, from a console gamer that primarily plays on console, we're getting screwed. Across the board. It just is. Oh, no, everything's great. Microsoft made a handheld, not even made a handheld. They're pushing a handheld that's not fully compatible with your console. It's fully compatible with PC, though. PC gamers love it. PC gamers are loving it.
I'll be honest with you.
That they purchase.
I'm honest with you. So you may have
it's
seen.
It's a sham.
I haven't said much on Twitter, and there's an element of confusion there because I see Xbox guys really go hard on this handheld. And, I mean, I've got Steam Deck and all of that, and I just look at it and I'm like, so the Xbox console guys have already transitioned into PC gaming when I see that.
I think so.
I think so. And you know what? In a sense, I think that's interesting because when I see the Asus ROG Ally, other than the lack of native player for Xbox games, I found it intriguing how the integration works, because that's a preview into the next Xbox running Steam on it. And that's a big advantage than our P-ROG. That's a console that can run Steam now. Why would you not consider an Xbox console the next Xbox console if it's running your PlayStation games?
So it's a good question, but here's my question. Is it really a console? Or is it?
I mean, does the extension question even make any difference? I mean, you could say that. I would extend that question to these consoles.
But that's right, because let's say, for example, Asus makes it's still a gaming PC, but it's like a modular, small, form-fitting thing for the console gamer. It's nice, it's small, it's form-fitting, right? I think the main question is, like, pretty much you're moving into Windows, right? So at that point, you're just PC gaming on a modular product, which is fine. And I know some people be like, tomato, tomato. No, but there's a difference, because if it's fully Windows-based and you're not prepared to embrace Windows as a console gamer, me moving to PC. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, me moving to PC, I know there's gonna be challenges with PC, and I'm pretty sure you experience those challenges.
Yeah.
But you prepared. When you moved to PC, you weren't expecting to play on a console. You knew you're moving into PC, and you're like, okay, I'm moving into PC. I'm going to enjoy PC. You were prepared for that transition. Now imagine a console gamer that thinks they're getting a console, but they end up on a PC platform, and now they're doing things that they're not used to, because it's still a PC.
What are those things, though? Because
you tell me, because you probably better, like, file sizes and downloads and all this other stuff with PC integration. It's console gamers are lazy. We don't want to hear, we got to update a GPU or this or that. We don't want to hear that. We just want the console to do everything for us. Very lazy, very simple.
It does
very
all
minimal
boil
stuff.
down onto the execution. Let's be honest. Yeah, you're right. And that's what I'm really intrigued to see. Like, if the idea is on paper, but remember, Xbox and execution, it's a spotty record there. So with that, like, based on some of the stuff I've seen, if they can make it so they have the best of both worlds, is a big if, where the ease of use of consoles, where you can just upgrade updates, like it does, like these consoles do, but then have the option for people to be exploratory and have Steam integration in there, you might be best served with the next Xbox. No? Me and you both.
I'm just going to PC.
I mean, I'm just going to PC. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The reason why is even let's say it sounds great, right? Let's say let's give it what it is. It sounds great, okay?
Okay.
And it does all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're still relying on Microsoft trying to make it look good. I don't want to, for next generation, I don't want to be part of a company's plan on how. I want stability. And I don't see either company being stable in their plans of hardware, whatever. Just there's this unknown of what they're trying to figure out. PC, you don't have to worry about that. PC, if anything, being on PC, you are benefiting even from the stupid decisions they make, because most of the stupid decisions is the console gamers feeling the impact. When you think about it, like, every stupid decision Microsoft make, was it really impacting the PC gamers?
In terms of, like, Xbox.
Anything.
Xbox.
Think of all the dumb moves. Think of all the dumb moves Microsoft made this gen. What was the impact for PC gamers? Nothing. They're like, whatever. If Microsoft sucks at making games, oh well, you suck at making games. If you are great at making games, hey, we get to play the games anyway. PC gamers ain't worried about if Microsoft make great games or not. If they do, they do. If they don't, okay. Think about it. You have the freedom to not worry about. I mean, I know you're a fan. Well, I can say fan of Microsoft. You understand that as an Xbox console gamer, there is an intrinsic value and a demand for them to make great games. You literally bought a specific product from them. So if you buy specific, imagine Nintendo. You buy Nintendo and all their first-party games suck. Then what's the point of buying Nintendo if your games suck? There is, you see what I'm saying? So you have to have great games. If you buy a PlayStation, PlayStation has to make great games. But if you buy a PC, hey, if Sony makes a great game, they make a great game. If they don't,
honestly, remarkably, how soon you get
you're free.
That. Yeah, you are. It's actually quite
you're
liberating.
free from all that. It's you just all you're worrying about is great games. You don't care who makes it.
Yeah.
If PlayStation makes terrible games from here on out, it doesn't impact the PC players. It only impacts the people who bought the console, because they're the ones that have the biggest impact if Sony just shits the bed as a first-party studio. You felt it as a Series X owner.
Yeah,
that's why you went to PC.
Yeah,
because Microsoft shit to bed.
Absolutely.
But now it's PC. If they do good, great. If Game Pass gets better, great. What if Game Pass flops? How does that impact you now?
I don't even have Game Pass.
Okay.
So yeah.
Exactly. So you see what I'm saying?
No, I'm on the other side of it now.
Oh, watch it. Me and Gas, we're like army of two. We're just gonna let everything burn.
Yeah,
we're just gonna let everything burn. But you see what I'm saying? So like with this transition, and yes, the industry is changing. I just don't want to be a part of what I mean by I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to invest in a brand that's still changing and changing their identity and changing their business practices. I don't want to invest in that. I just don't feel like investing in a PlayStation that's still inventing new things, doing staying off the norm. It was easy with the old PlayStation. You knew what they stood for. You knew what they were about. The old Xbox, you knew what they stood for. Nintendo, to this day, you know what they stand for. You know what they're about. It's easy to be like, yep, I'm going to buy the next platform. Now,
and
those games go day and date. Does it stay? People say it's only temple titles. Then now they're telling me it's AAA temple titles. It's AAA temple titles that are brand new. I mean, there's all these conversations. I'm like, life was just so simple. Yeah. PlayStation games was on PlayStation. Xbox games was on Xbox. Nintendo was on Nintendo, and you buy what you want, or you buy all three, or you buy 2 out of 3. I don't know. So I don't want to invest in the unknown. I want consistency. And right now, it seems like for me, PC is just the most consistent now. Now,
I don't think it will say this. It won't change.
What, PC?
Yeah, what will change?
Right. No, I don't think PC will ever change because PC is it's not beholden to anybody, right?
Yeah.
I think the only biggest concern, but this is more for like the hardcore PC guys, because I watch PC content. I've been watching more actual PC content creators, like the ones that don't talk about PlayStation, right? And their biggest concern, but the biggest concern for them that they talk about is NVIDIA's future. Like how far they're gonna go into more AI than actual computing for PC gaming. They have a concern about that. They're like, with the amount of money NVIDIA makes on AI, with the amount of money they're making in AI, it's outpacing their gaming. Now, sure, they're still making gaming GPUs, but it's very AI centric, right? So like there's just little talks about, like if you try to play your 5090 without any use of AI, they're like, wait a minute, so there's just hardcore PC guys concerned about how AI is taking over and what that means for PC game development, PC optimizations, just things like that. But
yeah, hopefully that's. Well, I don't know.
I ain't worried about that. As long as the game works, that's all I want.
Yeah. No, honestly, I'm intrigued to see, because I think you moving to PC. I think mine slightly more thing, because I've been a PC gamer for many years, and people think that I've just conveniently moved. I was Quake 3 player, massive, Red Alert 2, just played that a lot. Then I moved to PC tail end of last gen because of the battle royales and the games and multiplayer, because it's whatever. But when you move to PC, you particularly, who have a specific taste, very different to mine. Well, mine's all over the place, I guess. But you are definitely more single player centric, and you moving to PC, that signal as a PlayStation guy is quite significant. And I've seen a lot more. Look, the Xbox community has just been refugeeing up on the PC side, like for a while. Let's be real. Now the lines are blurred. Yeah. The lines are super blurred. Now even Microsoft has blurred the lines. Their next Xbox console is a hybrid console. It's a PC. So in that sense, fair enough. That it's a very easy transition. But when you go to PC, I think it's gonna be very interesting. I just find that.
But is it though? Because let's say I go to PC, what am I missing by not getting a PlayStation console? What did I lose actually?
You're not losing anything. Well, you lose day one access to the PlayStation exclusive whenever they come.
Yeah, but exactly. Like I said, this year is only 2 games. Ghost of Yotai and Death Stranding.
Yeah, and I think what's going to happen.
Lost Soul Aside is day 1 on PC.
They're advertising the PC one quite strongly. The best definitive edition.
Yeah, that's why I tweeted that one. I tweeted the one where they advertised the PC version, and I just put a smiley face. I didn't. No mention of PS5.
I didn't even know. You know what? I didn't even know what Lost Soul Aside was until I saw Bari and Persona go, "Where's Lost Soul Aside?" I'm like, I've heard this game mentioned before. Which one is it? And then I saw the next trailer I saw for it was the Nvidia showcase for it. I'm like, this game?
Yeah, Nvidia.
It's a PC game.
So you know what's funny? One of the comments is it coming to PlayStation? I didn't even answer. I just
Is it coming to PlayStation?
I just enjoy the comment. I just left it. I'm like, I'm enjoying this. The guy don't even know. He don't know. He don't even know. He has no idea. It's coming to play. Is it coming to PS5? Where's the PS5 announcement?
Oh man! Oh shit! Well, okay.
Hey, be happy, console gamers. We don't even know what games is coming to our own platform. Be happy. It's great. It's great. It's a great time. We love it. I absolutely love it.
Man, it's so funny.
Like, come on. Like, this is so stupid. Like, this is dumb. Like, you gotta be kidding me. So that's what I think. I'm thinking it would be one thing, and I understand the FOMO or waiting for games. I can understand if PlayStation's releasing like 3-4 AAA games a year.
Yeah.
Then every year you're gonna have a backlog if you play on PC. By the time you play the first AAA PlayStation game, they already released like 6-7 more.
Yeah.
Right now, the only game right now, the difference between PC catching up and PlayStation is literally Astro Bot.
Yeah.
That's how much games caught up to PlayStation. Astro Bot.
Demon
and Death
Souls.
Stranding, you could say, but from the first part, well, that's never coming out. So for whatever reason, Gran Turismo 7 and Demon Souls, because those are old games. If they ever meant to put them on PC, they would have done it.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
for whatever reason, they didn't. But everything's caught up, except for Astro Bot, which came out last year.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not that far behind in terms of that. So it's like, maybe if you want day and date, okay. But if their plan is to beef up their output to within 6 months, you can't wait 6 months. 6 months is not a lot. At that point, it's like, why? In fact, getting the game 6 months early is a better taster. You're beta testing the game now.
Like Metal Gear Solid, you see the shit with that?
Yeah. Oh my God, you're beta testing games now. At this point, you're just beta. It's just a beta, or call it early access. You're buying a whole console for early access. That's the selling point of the next PlayStation, early access to games. You get to play the games first 6 months before anybody else. Like, really? Yeah, exactly. That's what we're selling me on now.
I can wait, man. I can wait for these games. I wait for Death Stranding. By the time I complete Death Stranding 1 and 2's out, I was like, all right, I'm happy with playing it.
Okay, like it's just it's just a lot of things taken from us from console gamers, right?
It's not the same anymore.
I can understand if Sony balanced it out. Even something as simple as, all right, Helldivers is on the platforms, right? But let's say for PlayStation, let's say if you're subscribed to PlayStation Premium, you get all the DLC and stuff as part of your subscription. The other platforms, they got to buy it, but you play it on PlayStation and you on Premium, you get this additional benefit.
You should really get that, actually, when you say it that way.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do something. Do something that differentiates us from the other platform gamers.
Well, it could be worse. It could be worse.
Not even that.
No, well, think about Xbox. Xbox guys get upgrades for their games when PlayStation gets a release of the same game like Hellblade 2.
Oh my God.
No, they took the piss. They're taking the piss. Xbox console gamers. This is what I kept saying on my streams. You second class, third class citizens. Not even.
They're willing.
PC, PlayStation gets the update, and then the Xbox guys get the update when the PlayStation release is happening. How much of a piss take that is, Borog? That is something else.
It's insane. They were willing to release games at lock 30 and say it's a creative decision, cinematic. But when they release the games on PlayStation, no, it has to be 60 frames.
It has to be. That had an impetus. Okay, we need to actually make this freaking be 60. What?
They're not gonna play around with 30. We can't use that excuse. So we're gonna find a way to get this to 60.
Atrocious.
Console gamers, we're not winning.
Yeah, no.
We're not winning as console gamers. We're not winning. Don't let these PC guys fool you. Not a single one of them is going to sucker me into being happy for other people. No. No. That makes no sense. Like, no. Get out of here. You are not suckering me into this. Get out of here. But as they say, you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Petra says, Starfield got a 60 hertz patch and it's not out for PS5. I'm like, Petra, if we have to mention that, that's how the dire state of things. Where like, hey,
watch when it releases. They add like 120 FPS mode.
Yeah,
and you'll be like, what? Like, how did that happen? Like something. This is gonna be something. Something's gonna happen.
It wasn't the
and people are gonna
game,
open up their eyes.
It was what was the other game that happened as well? It wasn't just Hellblade. Something else. As soon as it came on PlayStation.
Redfall got a 6.
Not Redfall.
What happened?
They spared you from Redfall. they didn't even want to give you that shit.
They're like, you know what?
What was the game, chat?
We're not going to embarrass ourselves.
They updated the PlayStation version, and Xbox got the update as well. I forgot what it was. At
this point, this is so ridiculous. Like, what is happening?
It's dumb.
And then they're advertising their games pro enhanced with the pro version. Like I'm laughing, but I'll be like, man, if I was an Xbox guy, I would be livid.
Oh my god.
Because they're like when they were talking about Doom and the pro version and all the things that's not available.
Oh yeah.
You know, with PC version of ray tracing. I'm like, oh man, this is like, and then Phil Spencer says everything's gonna be parity. He's gonna make sure one platform. Nope, he threw that shit off the wall. He told his companies go balls to the walls with the pro version. Yeah. Give them all the bells.
Advertise that shit properly.
Advertise the hell. Let them know that version has the PC ray tracing. Let them know that version got PC ray tracing. The Xbox Series X and the PS5 don't. The Pro does. Like what?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'm talking trash, but again, as console gamers, we're not winning.
Yeah.
The only thing we got is access to games. Yep, sure. We got lots of games to play, enjoy them. But the actual investment into buying a specific product, we're not getting anything out of specifically buying product.
It's a platform agnostic feature now. That's what it is. And if you if you want to be at the top of the game, like you want the creme de la creme of experiences on a platform, it's going to be PC for multiplats anyway, which exclusivity is completely dwindled. So if King Thrash has an issue with me repeating that, it's because this is a feature of this generation. It's a startling change. It has completely just done away with decades or ever since gaming started, really, the culture of gaming. The status quo is gone. It's finished. And for
you used a better term, agnostic. I was using generic.
Yeah,
but agnostic is a better term.
Yeah.
These are platform agnostic devices.
Yeah,
there's nothing unique about them.
Yeah.
Other than little things that we don't worry about. Like now we're going to talk about features and hardware. I always said I never hyped features because I always said features can easily be copied. You can easily copy. If you look at PlayStation, they easily copy features from everybody.
Yeah.
Microsoft got achievements. Oh, trophies.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Nintendo got motion control. Oh, we got Move. We got motion controls in our controller.
PlayStation got PSN. Xbox said Xbox Live Gold. Yeah, they got
features is the most easily copied thing. So to say, oh, this product is competitive because of features, a company will get that feature. If it was really worth it, they'll get that feature within a year. Easily. Features can be easily copied. It's the games that's challenging.
Yeah.
It's hard for Microsoft to make a game that's equivalent to The Last of Us or Uncharted. That's not easy.
They did an audit.
Even people tried.
Yeah.
Look at Tomb Raider. They tried. Tomb Raider could not match Uncharted.
They had to.
It was a good game.
Shit out of it, yeah.
But it wasn't Uncharted. It's hard to copy games. Features, you can easily copy feature. You can even make it better.
Yeah.
I think trophies is better than achievements.
Oh yeah.
Achievements been out longer, but just how they design it, because you get like a trophy and you get this like silver trophy and gold trophy, while Xbox, something costs 50 points, another thing costs 10 points. It's just numbers. Yeah. It's just one big number. But features can always be copied for somebody. Somebody can always copy features easily, and then boom. Sony does it all the time. Nintendo released the analog stick. Sony goes, we'll give you 2.
Yeah, that's true.
And it changed the game. Nintendo gave us 2 shoulder buttons. PlayStation gave you, we'll give you 4. And then Microsoft says 2 of them are triggers. Like features can be copied. Features can be copied. It can be easily copied and improved or made worse. It's just, I don't argue on features because it doesn't point. It can be easily copied.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Microsoft, what was it? When Series X launched, it had VR. That was like the big feature. PlayStation had VR. Then when PlayStation got it, not only do we have VR, but our VR can add more performance modes. Bam! You see what I'm saying? It's no point to argue features. Because if the features are good enough, they will copy it. Everyone will copy a great feature.
Yeah.
But games, you gotta have a certain talent, certain skill set to make great games. You know, whether it's multiplayer or single player. That's just how it is. You know.
Yeah.
Like, that's the main thing. But right now, platform agnostic. Just play what you like. That's it. But be honest about it.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what we're asking.
Yeah.
You know, be honest. Don't be this kumbaya. You're lying. You know you don't like this kumbaya, but we'll deal with it.
Yeah. Well, I don't like this kumbaya, and I see it, and we just have to look at it and like, all right, it's like this is bullshit.
Like what you said earlier, they're telling you, oh, Halo is because of PC. Oh, come on.
Bro, me and Fratango going back and forth on that because I couldn't believe it. I'm like, is this a real?
I don't know how you entertain that combo. I'm like, I don't know. I'd be like, I'm not entertaining this nonsense. I'm not that. You might as well tell me men could give birth to babies while we're at it. Like, I'm not entertaining this argument. I'm not talking to you. Right, got it.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
Halo's popularity is because of PC. Sure, got it. Right. Okay. And the sun rises in the west. Got it. Okay, and the earth is flat. Got it. Next topic. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to entertain those stupid topics, man. Come on. They're trying to rewrite history. Don't rewrite history.
That's what it is. The revision of history to try and pacify people to say that exclusivity has always been anti-consumer. It's just, I'd be like, you don't understand that the quality that and the galvanized competition, and you had whole audits and freaking executives coming on board and saying that we did all of this because of competition, man. And it's like Nintendo.
Yeah, we have documentaries. We literally have documentaries. And almost all the documentaries. Like there's even one on Netflix with Nintendo and Sega. There's a lot of history, and all the execs at the time was driven to create content to beat out the competition.
Yeah.
It's all there. It's all documented. Like, it's not like, I don't know why they're trying to lie to us. Like, bro, I could pull up a Netflix documentary, and the actual execs who were there and did the work, they will tell you what was the driving force, right? Because back then, you know, business was about creating a better product to get consumers to you. Now,
just get the product out.
I don't know what to say.
And see as many people as you can.
Just get the product and see if it hits,
right? As many people as
yeah.
possible. And then,
right?
and that's a corporate mandate. It's not really for the gamers. But and I saw the I'm working on a video now, which is going to get a lot of hate from the PC guys. I feel like I'm like an outlier PC guy because I'm still holding on to the.
I'm there with you.
Yeah,
we're gonna be the worst PC guys. Me and you, we're PC, but we're gonna be like self-hating PC guys. That's gonna be my stick.
We're gonna be like the
I already have my stick planned out. Hey, what you gonna do on the channel? I'm gonna be one of those self-hating PC guys where everything sucks, but I'm still playing on it. That's gonna be my stick.
You know what?
Like, then why are you playing on it? I got nothing else to play on. So I'm just gonna be one of those self-hating PC guys. Just like guys that just, I play all the games, but I just hate it. That's gonna be my stick. Bro, a self-hating PC gamer.
A lot of the PC guys, they it's almost like a condition that, well, some of the content creators, if you go for a big expensive build, they don't like it. You have to be like a jumbo, a boot sale thing. They'll pocket watch so much.
I heard about that. Like, I think Alex, when you bought your 5090, he tried to make fun of you.
Oh my God, bro, he constantly on that. These guys just don't want it. I'm telling you, join that.
Like, Alex, we're not buying your goddamn Starforge PC. Stop it. We're not buying that trash, right? Give it up.
It's like, bro, I'm telling you, man, people who, they shame like people who spend like decent money on a PC. I'm like, bruh, it should be the other way around. I should be taking the piss out of you, you peasant. What the fuck is going on?
That's what we're going to do. We're going to buy the most expensive build and shit on them.
Yeah, that's
we're just going to go around shitting on PC gamers.
That's what you need to
shit
do,
on
man.
them.
I need you to come on this
Like,
side.
you still playing on a 3090? Or like I'm just gonna shame PC gamers around the internet. That's it. Just shame them. I'm gonna be a self-hating PC gamer that shames other PC gamers.
Self-hating PC elitist, whatever.
That's it.
I can live with that.
We're just gonna complain about everything about PC. Just nitpick. Every issue Windows has, I'm making a video on it. Even if it has nothing to do with PC gaming. I'll have content for years because they're always messing up something.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna bring up. I'm a nitpick anything.
PC will give you
one mistake. I'm making a video.
PC will give you mistakes.
One hack on Steam. I'm there, and I'm gonna pretend I'm the victim. I lost everything. My bank account is cleared. I lost everything. Thank you, PC gaming. I'm about to be homeless. I'm just gonna exaggerate every issue.
Bro,
I'm gonna be the worst PC gamer.
Oh, they're gonna hate you.
They're gonna be like, go back to PlayStation. Get the hell out.
I love that they said PC gaming is closed. Go away. I'm like, bro, who's the?
I'm we're Genghis Khan, and you're Alexander. We're invading.
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
pillaging. There's no stopping us.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna try to bring as much PlayStation guys with me. We're invading.
Oh, if you do that, can you imagine? Oh my god, that would be actually amazing.
I'm gonna bring them.
You need to do that.
I'm gonna bring all the PlayStation fanboys. Trojan horse. That's what they call it, right? The Trojan horse strategy. That's what we're doing.
Trojan horse.
We're gonna destroy PC with it. That's it. That's
From the
new.
inside.
God, the ridiculousness we're hearing now.
Yeah,
even the trolling sucks.
I know,
Thank
man.
God, this
It's
is
not
terrible.
the same flavor. It's not the same.
This is terrible trolling.
It's just not the same.
Oh, man.
It sucks. Champagne Supernova the 5 says the greatest single-player exclusive PlayStation has at the moment is the denial that exclusivity is going away. Es lo que es. I don't know what that means. Es lo que es. Hello,
You speaking French?
I don't know what that is.
Let me see. What is this? Super chat?
Yeah, super chat. Champagne Supernova.
Who said it?
Champagne
I think it might.
Supernova. Yes, 5 Australian. Just put super chats up. He goes, the greatest single player game exclusive has that there's now that exclusivity is going away. You have come to terms with it. Most people have, but there's a few, King Thrash and others that haven't. They're going to be in for a bit of a rude awakening.
Well, they redefined what exclusive means.
What do you mean?
So exclusive means not on Xbox. AAA single player games not on Xbox. That's exclusive.
Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing now?
Like, listen, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I even said that. Like, you could literally have every game on Nintendo, iPhone, PC, Amiga, but as long as it's not on Xbox, it's an exclusive. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Well, I'm not. That's just whatever.
That's
you know, it's specifically single player AAA tempo titles. Everything else is fine.
I don't get this distinction, man. It's dumb.
AA single player games, fine. Single player games, fine. Experimental games, fine. Live service game, fine. Remasters from 10 years ago, fine. It is specifically single AAA tentpole titles.
Come on, man. I'm pretty sure I saw Rumours say that. I was like, bruh. Like,
there's just too many. Like, I remember exclusive just meant you can only play it here.
Yeah.
That's it. Simple concept.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
I don't know what exclusive. I don't know what exclusives mean anymore. There's these like check boxes.
PlayStation guys,
you have to hit certain check boxes. Like, I can't do it. But the thing is, Xbox guys, this is what pisses me off about the PlayStation guys. You guys started that first.
And they're following suit.
Because remember, listen, and PlayStation following suit. Like, remember the Moon Studio games?
Ori.
Yeah. It's on Nintendo. We're like, oh, it's multiplayer. Oh, no, it's exclusives because it's not on PlayStation. It's on PC. It's on Nintendo Switch. But because it wasn't on PlayStation, it's exclusive. Now they're using the same logic. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
why? Why are PlayStation guys now
this.
beholden to the Phil Spencer or Xbox definition of exclusives now?
I don't know. I honestly thought that wouldn't happen. I didn't think they would some because there are PlayStation guys that are like, nah, bullshit. So there is a civil war, but I didn't think any PlayStation guy would. You made fun of the Xbox guys, and now the thing you made fun of them, you're adopting. That is what don't make sense. You literally clown Xbox guys for trying to do these things, but now you're doing it yourself. The very thing you made fun of them, you adopted that strategy. That don't make sense to me. It boggles my mind. I'm like, my mind is blown. That you adopted the Xbox methodology when you made fun of them for that methodology.
Gifting me content.
You can't make fun of a crackhead while shooting up heroin. That's not how it works. You can't call someone a crackhead with a needle in your veins. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Good analogy.
Like, what are we doing here? Look at this crackhead, and then shh. Like, what? You're a heroin addict. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You know.
Man, it doesn't make it. I really don't understand why they fell for the trap Like PlayStation guys are falling for that trap. Like we saw it. You saw the Xbox guys make a fool out of themselves. I was there, denying it, and then it happened. And now you're doing the same thing. Express statements, job posting for 370,000, whatever the fuck. I was like, bruh. And apparently Returnal's actually happening, so it is what it is.
Maybe that's a weird decision. I didn't think it was gonna be that game.
It doesn't make that. I don't know.
That's weird.
But it's the same like Pentiment. It's almost like when Xbox did Pentiment, and they started off with Sea of
Thieves.
Hi-Fi Rush themselves.
Like, we can't even make sense when they do it. like I can't even get. I thought it was gonna be like Horizon if they do pull the plug. Yeah. When I heard about Returnal, I'm like.
Returnal?
You know what? Even when I do think they're doing something, I still get it wrong.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what this company's doing that for anything.
It's weird. It doesn't make any sense.
With both these companies.
Yeah.
No, it's just.
Spider-Man 2018 would make a shit ton of money for them, and I'm sure licensing-wise, it'd be probably looked at favorably, and it would not hurt PlayStation at all.
Yeah.
It would. Let's be honest. I mean, in the long term, yes, of course, the value proposition, but that's gone. The ship has sailed. But in terms of like the. Look, PlayStation is a brand name now. It's established itself. People, when they talk about gaming, like you and your mom and my parents are like, he's playing Nintendo. Now when people say, oh, he's playing PlayStation, in the UK it's PlayStation. It's not Xbox. It's like PlayStation is console gaming.
It's it.
Yeah. So it's like we're at that stage now. Rambling into Xbox has the best PC first party studios. Yeah, it does. So,
What you say? Who?
Rambling into said Xbox has the best PC first party studios. I guess because all Xbox games are coming to PC.
Or day and date, yeah. They're all day and date. And they bought a lot of publishers. Like they bought a lot of publishers that already made games for PC and PS5, PlayStation. So they were smart grabbing Bethesda and ABK in the sense that they have developers that were already multiplat day one developers. So the transition wasn't hard.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They already Bethesda and all the ABK, they're used to that. So this is nothing really changed for them.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
It's just their boss now. They just have to answer up to Microsoft. But as far as their processes, business practice, their capabilities, they've been multiplat. So Microsoft hired the people that they were planning to do. It just makes me want to ask you this, because you were big on the ABK coverage and everybody. While the ABK was being covered, and everybody was at least talking about the potential of the exclusivity. Will Elder Scrolls be exclusives? I mean, if Sony doesn't accept the 10-year deal of Call of Duty, does that mean they're not going to get Call of Duty? All these questions. But while these questions were being asked, they were developing Sea of Thieves on PlayStation.
That's crazy.
No one knew. So, like, how do you feel thinking you were covering something that never was going to happen? The decision was already done. Think about it. The decision was done. All this future talk of potential, Microsoft already said not happening. So for me, from a PlayStation, what made me confused is Jim Ryan knew Microsoft was making games for PlayStation because he knew.
Yeah.
He knew Sea of Thieves was coming. So what's all this, oh my God, if Microsoft buys ABK, we're in trouble. You knew the games were coming.
I don't know.
In fact, you knew. I don't understand. That whole ABK thing confuses the hell out of me. Everybody was talking about potential exclusives, games not coming to PlayStation. Jim Ryan, we're dead in the water. Meanwhile, Sea of Thieves is being ported to PlayStation while all of this is happening.
And Xbox could have used that.
What are we talking about?
Remember
what are we talking about?
Yeah, it was weird because even at the time, Xbox was really going through the ringer with the FTC. They could have used that and said, "Hey, look. This is evidence of us not being anti-compete."
You know what? That I didn't even think about that. They could have said publicly, listen, not only are we not going to keep ABK games away from PlayStation, we are porting our own first-party games, Sea of Thieves, that will go to PlayStation.
Yeah.
So we're getting rid of our own. We're like moving our own games. You think we're going to lock out ABK? But they didn't even do that.
That's the weird part.
That is the weirdest time period, because nothing makes sense on what happened. Nothing absolutely makes sense. What Jim Ryan said or Sony was saying didn't make sense. What people assumed didn't make sense.
What Phil Spencer was cool. They were vehemently arguing that we're not going to be anti-compete, and then they did something that was so.
And now we know why.
Yeah, it's like, bruh, you could have used this in court and you would be fine. They would have just like, oh yeah, pass this thing. Lena Khan would have like, all right, okay. She didn't have to live with it.
What was the drama? Like there would have been no need for a court. Like, Lena, we're making Sea of Thieves for PlayStation and we have more coming. Forza, and then she would have been like, oh shit, the whole slate? You know, would have been like, the whole slate? Yeah, the whole slate. Oh, okay, we're good then.
Yeah, okay.
If that's what you want to do.
Because there's 18 billion on the line, you'd think Microsoft would have been okay. What, to save public face? They didn't give a shit. They literally lied to you, and then a few months later just did 4 games to every game. It's like, I don't understand. None of it makes sense. I don't understand.
I don't make sense. From both sides.
Yeah.
PlayStation knew what Microsoft was doing because they gave them the dev kits. So like what that whole even was weird.
But PlayStation even capitulating on exclusivity, I didn't see that happening. I saw a multiplayer. I tweeted out I think last year. I said I can see PlayStation doing it with a gas game that's not owned by Bungie. But I don't. But I don't know. But you know, the thing is, they've had express statements, man. You've got, I forgot what his name is, Kenichiro, I don't know what his name is. He says, wherever there is computing, players will be able to play their favorite game seamlessly. Yeah, Jim Ryan saying that it's actually a shame that our gaming experiences are sequestered to console players only because the ceiling is so low compared to all the gamers in the world. That's what he said. And it's like the writing's been on the wall there. I don't, look, for me and you, and really just genuinely, it's not just a selfish thing. For us, it's what's the industry's play? What's the, all the things that, because I saw Fratanga in the chat says that these guys just don't want their 20-year feud to end, but it's not about
once again.
It's like PC guys commenting on something.
I tell you, that's just the easy cop out.
Yeah,
it's always been the easy cop out, right? Yeah. It's just always been the easy cop out, especially from PC gamers, because they like. And what's funny is I call him the new PC gamers.
He's quite new anyway. He's quite young.
New gen, because the old PC gamers, they were about their exclusives.
Yeah.
They didn't want. They used to call console games console kiddie games.
Yeah.
Because they weren't complex enough. They didn't have the complexity. Even Halo, they made fun of that.
Right.
Because it was slower. It wasn't a twist shooter. So PC gamers of the olden times, PC was a different environment in terms of games they played, more complex, keyboard and mouse, fast twist shooters. So they would laugh at the console games because they were just like kiddie games. They were just like, they weren't complex, they were slow, not to the stuff that they were used to.
By PC. I was there in the forefront. It's like, oh, come on. How can a console game be taken seriously in the multiplayer stakes? And it was a massive, like, the PC gamers had this massive kind of superiority complex when it came to
auto aim. They like auto aim. We were there. Oh, you can only play console games with aim assist because console controllers, thumbsticks suck.
Yeah,
I was there. We were there. We were in the forums. Yeah, it was a different 100%. Time too.
And then
it was an absolutely different time.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's that kind of lack of not being there. I think really.
Let me ask you this, because you're on PC, but with Microsoft games and PlayStation games going to PC, when was the last time we heard of a big PC game that's like mainstream?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think a new Warhammer's coming, maybe. I heard something Gamescom. But you see what I'm saying? Like PC got, I guess, but PC got, how would you say, swallowed by console games. The biggest games are console-centric games.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's more the indie side or the mostly indie side on the PC front, which are more your social type of games, which they're fun, but they're not.
Now watch your chat bring up shit we never heard of. Watch, I already see it. The Legend of Lucius and they play that Futanari dick girl games. That's what they play out there. Let's stop lying.
Star Citizen. Did you say Star Citizen, Ramlin? Get the hell out of it. How?
What's that? You see what I'm talking about? They're gonna name all this bullshit. Like, stop it.
Star Citizen. Oh my god. I'm gonna read the super chat. I've got one just come in, but I'll read the. So Portrock, my hooved brethren, will you be joining your brother Gaz and me in moving to PC next gen, or are you sticking into the console? You can't answer that.
We're all PC next gen, but I'm gonna be a self-hating PC guy. I'm just gonna be grumpy on PC all day. But if in the Umbra, I'm glad you made the move because you knew too. You're like, wait a minute, this console's not working. Listen, that's happening across the board to some degree. Maybe with some more than others. I know you guys really felt the blunt of it. Like Xbox was really bad with their. Sony's like a slow poison, right?
It's gonna be a lot slower than people think.
It's really slow. But Xbox, my God, it's like Microsoft really just.
The writing was on the wall.
No concern for your console guy. It was just boom, like let's just punch through, break the barrier as fast as possible, and just get it over with. I'm like, wow.
It was,
They really made the transition fast.
It was
like,
crazy.
Quick.
You know, it's funny because I was making fun of you with the Tim Stewart thing and the podcast grand opening, grand closing.
I remember.
And then
you should
2
click
weeks.
that. You should put that.
You've got that covered.
You should show people. You should put that. Check it out. Like, was it up the asshole? I forgot something. Grand opening. You got fisted, right? Something like that, right? Fisting, something with fisting.
Something like that. I don't remember what it was.
And like 3 days later, you're like, oh my god.
But when I found out,
like,
when my mate told me about Hellblade 2 being, he called me and my mate Jake, and he just told me, look, all this stuff is happening. I was like, oh shit. And then the first thing I was talking about,
like,
was like, oh
you
my
couldn't
God,
tell me before I made.
Like,
you couldn't tell me before I made the damn live. Like, what is wrong with you?
2 weeks ago, I made a fool out of myself by doing this, and I just found out. And the irony is me finding out before everyone else, and I'm the one who's making such a big show and dance about it. I'm like, oh my days. It was funny. It was hilarious.
But you know what? But that's the fun about it, right? You win some, you lose some. It's all funny.
Which is funny because the day before the Helldivers announcement, the Xbox just killed all their studios and killed Perfect Dark, which is disgusting. And then you the next day were like, mate, they couldn't even give me 24 hours. They couldn't give me 24 hours.
When I saw Helldivers, I made a meme of the guy. There's this meme of a guy looking at another person like this, and I did that to J-Dub. Explain this. J-Dub's like, I don't know. He's like, it's live service. Like, I don't know. I'm like, what is happening? Like, yo, but listen, I know people say, he didn't know. But Boomstick was like one of the ones, I don't think he knew. He just threw a broken clock. But if I'm willing to talk shit about you, I'm willing to man up and give you your flowers. It could be luck, it could be whatever, but Helldivers ended up on Xbox, like he said. Broken clock right twice a day, but it's still right.
I know on his case, actually, I know who told him, and it is legit. It was at the event, and everyone found out who were at the Xbox event. It was a big Xbox exec. So they heard it. Okay.
Oh man. So yeah.
So sometimes it does let it slip, but then sometimes the same exec said, "Oh, it's not happening," and it happened. So they bullshit themselves as well. I don't want to do this gutter game anymore. I found out for Hellblade from my source, and my source doesn't take the piss. And he doesn't even follow this shit. He said, guys, because he's in the industry, this is happening. I'm like, bruh.
Shit.
It was crazy. I was like, shit, why'd you tell me?
Delete the video. delete private time. No, but it is what it is, right? I know it's a shock, though. That's what it is. It's like you don't want to believe it until it happens.
Yeah. I was just like,
I think you don't want to believe it until it actually, because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
At least from what we're used to. And we're talking decades. It's not like we're talking about 1 or 2 consoles. We're talking about a philosophy that goes back to the Nintendo.
From the beginning.
That defined the industry. It helped grow the industry to what it is. It helped create franchises that we love. We got new consoles because of it. Again, Xbox was created for competition.
Yeah.
Bill Gates didn't say make an Xbox so we could eventually put games on PlayStation.
No.
That's not what they did.
They wanted the living room.
That wasn't that.
Was
they wanted the living room. They wanted to beat PlayStation.
Yeah.
And just everything's just different, right? And we're just not used to that. But okay, we accept the new normal. But will that benefit gaming in terms of creativity? Get us out of this rut. Create big blockbuster titles? I don't think it will. I think it's going to be safer, and I think games are going to be more about mass volume of sales. I think the indie space, like if you want creativity, I think indies are willing to 100%. Risk it.
Bro,
like the Claire but the big AAA.
Last time I said this was on your podcast, remember? And M took an issue with that. I said the AAA industry is not that one; it's the AA space and indie space. I said this on your podcast.
And I think that's I think they're willing to do it, right? They're willing to take the risk because most of those guys are developers making decisions, but in the AAA publishing industry where it's a Wall Street, financial advisor that probably don't even play games. They don't even probably even play games. Yeah. They have a different metric on what they're going to greenlight.
But we're seeing in the AAA space.
Is that better for gaming? Is putting the gaming industry in the hands of execs and financial planners better for the industry? For gamers, I'm saying
No.
for gamers who expect new innovative games and innovations.
No, it's
Find
not.
out.
It's a.
I don't think so.
It's
I don't
a clear
think so.
no to me. It's like that's it. We've seen it, man. We've seen the AAA space absolutely shit itself. That's built by committee. You see the vidocs of the people developing the games and where their priorities are. And Expedition 33 slaps you in the face because as soon as I saw that, and Xbox did the, it was part of their January, I think, Developer Direct where they showed Expedition 33, and I you can go back and I was watching it. And I was like, oh look, this team looks like an old school team. I was like watching a vidoc from the 360 gen. It's like, oh, it's a bunch of guys came together. They had a really clear vision. This is like an old school kind of project. It's made of people who are actually passionate and know what they're doing.
And look what they created.
Exactly. And that's why it's such a great example. And hopefully, I think market will correct itself. But this whole thing, like, oh no, people are always competing for each thing, and everything is competing for your time, so competition will exist, is such a reductive and basic bitch argument, completely ignoring the whole decades worth of jurisprudence we have, where the platform holders and the bitter competition that they had between each other to distinguish each other was constantly, relentlessly driving innovation, driving distinction, and driving risk taking and creativity. It was always there. It's Bob Burt. Nintendo took a risk, made the Switch. So many examples I can just lay out. Anything that's unique is basically driven by that kind of competition, and that is gone. And if you're telling me, oh, less competition in that sense is great for gamers, I don't know what to tell you. So, and I'm working on a video on it, and I know people won't even look past the title of it and just scoff at it, but it is what it is. That's the internet for you.
Here's the thing about Clair Obscur, right?
Yeah.
Kepler Interactive, a smaller publisher, published it, and they publish a lot of, some games flop, whatever, but they're willing to take chances, right? They're not willing to just pick the safe projects. Like, for example, Kepler did Scorn. They published Scorn, Sifu, Tchia, Pacific Drive, Flintlock. So they have, so looking at this publisher, they have a lot of titles that, pushing innovation, whatever, from publishers.
Oh, wow.
If the developers of Clair Obscur went to EA, would EA publish this game?
Well, they will now.
I don't think they would have done it. Not now, but I'm saying, would EA be like, nah, we're not gonna fund this. You see what I'm saying?
Nah.
Like, who would have funded this game? Ubisoft? I don't know. That's the problem.
It's not
the biggest publishers. Would Microsoft had have funded this game? I know they got it on Game Pass, but would they have funded it?
I mean,
maybe. I don't know.
Well, they funded South of Midnight, and that was ass.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Microsoft. Maybe that's the key. Like, these AA, single A developers trying to fund games, these indie developers trying to fund games, they're probably not going to look at the EAs or Ubisofts, the bigger publishers. They're going to have to go to these Kepler Interactive, and hopefully they'll take the risk. And it was working,
I think that's what's going to happen.
It's crazy that we have to rely on the smaller publishers to back creativity, because the EAs and them, they're
so sad. It's so sad. Yeah. I love indies and I love AA's because they're actually taking on the creativity kind of. The tool sets are there to empower them to create these worlds. But AAA used to mean something. It used to mean the peak of risk taking, peak of what you could do, creativity. If you had that bank balance, what would you do? Now it's only Rockstar. Now it's Rockstar, and they have spent $2 billion. They have built 2 Burj Khalifas.
But they're playing it safe.
I know. That's the crazy part.
They're spending $2 billion, but it's on Grand Theft Auto. Yep. When was the last time Rockstar made a new IP?
No chance. What?
Decade. I think PS3 gen.
Ping pong
game? LA Noire.
LA Noire.
LA Noire.
And then had
That's
a table
it. That was the last new IP. Yeah, and the ping pong. Yeah. You remember that? Yeah. That was like a big deal on Xbox, though.
Was it?
That ping pong game was great.
I wanted to play it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It was great.
It looked
nice.
But
I remember that. I remember the Burger King games for 360. You got for free. Oh, look it up. Burger King Xbox 360 games. They had like race. They had a game called Sneak King, where it's like the Burger King character. You had to sneak and get stuff. You didn't play those? No, you were a PlayStation guy. That's why. You were a hardcore PlayStation.
360
I'm telling you, Xbox 360 gen was a great gen.
No, I was 360.
Even the Burger King games.
Yeah, no.
Just look at it. Go to YouTube. Look up Burger King Xbox 360 games. They had a racing game. They had a game called Sneak King. It was great. It was great, man. It was great. Oh, maybe like you guys are so fat and eat everything.
Yeah, I don't remember Burger King games. Burger King's not that big in the UK anyway. It's like, what? That's so random.
It's like a Burger King game? Like, what are you talking about? Just look it up. Damn, really? You didn't know about that? That is insane.
Nah, I don't think
that was like a big deal here.
Yeah, that's
that was a big deal here. Check it out. It's hilarious.
Celebrating
He said in chat. They had Sneak King.
Sneak King.
That's a game.
What the flip?
That's what it's called.
That's so random. I might actually pull out some footage of that. Epic Treasure, thank you for this super chat. It's good to see you here. You go celebrating Portrock's octaves going up. I think this is when you were talking about what the hell are we doing with this exclusivity chat. What was Bill Games' main objective for the Xbox Gaz and Portrock? It was to make sure that Sony doesn't get its foothold in the living room, right? Because they wanted to really get.
So if you look at, I mean, you could go back to the Xbox channel and look at Xbox On. It was a documentary.
Yeah.
It was the sale of the PlayStation 2, but it was more of a statement Sony said.
So they said something that really pissed them off, yeah.
Sony said that they're trying to be like, paraphrasing now, the main personal computer for the living room.
Yeah, that's
but they said personal computer.
It's just the word.
They didn't say gaming console.
Yeah.
You know, because remember, it used to be Sony Computer Entertainment of America.
Yeah.
They never said console or gaming or PlayStation. They said computer entertainment. So every time Sony mentioned PlayStation, they mentioned it in the terms of personal computing.
Yeah.
And that they want to be the main personal computing device in the living room. And when Microsoft heard that, they're like, wait a minute. They're not talking game console.
Yeah.
They're talking about personal computing in living room, Trojan, and that's what made them nervous. Yeah. And that right there, they said, hey, get in the lab. We need an Xbox. We need a console. We got to stop Sony. And then history, you know, read itself. But it was because of that statement that Sony exec said. Simple statement.
Just that statement.
They wanted to be the personal computer in the living room.
Imagine
and Microsoft's like, wait a minute.
If they reworded it differently, we wouldn't even have an Xbox.
If they would have said gaming console, we want to be the main gaming console in the living room, Microsoft probably wouldn't have even heard that statement. Yeah. But because they said personal computer, that means something to them. That's a different gaming console and personal computer is not interchangeable that easily.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Words have meaning.
Yeah,
and Microsoft got really nervous. They're like, wait a minute, personal computer? Hold on. What are we talking about, Sony?
How dare you threaten
Xbox was born. How dare you?
How dare you? This is our monopoly.
How dare you?
You don't touch
how
this.
dare you? How dare you
Let's
use the word personal computer?
Let's try and buy Nintendo.
Yeah. And they tried. That was like the first plan. We're gonna buy our way. And Nintendo's like, Nintendo's like, buy us. Get out of here.
Well, they laughed at Sony as well, and look how that turned out for them.
Yeah. So you gotta respect Nintendo, man. You gotta respect them.
Yeah.
You gotta. You know, I knew. You know, Nintendo. I knew they were different. Like during the Wii, I remember Peter Moore was trying to push Wii 60. And I don't know if you remember that, but Peter Moore talked about Wii 60, meaning for the price of buying a Wii and a 360, instead of buying a PS3 for the same amount of buying a PlayStation 3, you can buy a Nintendo Wii and a 360. So they called it Wii 60.
Oh, I don't remember.
So Microsoft, it's called Wii 60, right? That was their little thing, right? And they were like talking about it, right? And the fundamental idea is it's a mutual beneficial relationship.
Yeah.
Let's attack PlayStation and say, instead of spending $600 on a PlayStation, take that $600, buy a Wii and a 360. Microsoft saw that as a beneficial thing.
Yeah. And
then I remember an interview with Reggie Anime, right? They asked about it, be like, hey, Microsoft is pushing Wii 60. And he's like, what's that? He goes, hey, for the cost of $600, instead of buying a PlayStation 3, you can buy a Wii and an Xbox 360. What do you think about that? He replied, well, $600, you could buy a Wii and more Wii stuff.
Reggie. Reggie is always...
You gotta respect it.
Yeah.
You gotta respect it. Don't buy a 360. buy more Wii stuff.
yeah. Reggie,
you're not changing them. You're not changing Nintendo. That's Nintendo. They ain't trying to hear, oh yeah, that's a great. No, buy more. Why buy the Xbox? Buy more Nintendo stuff. Just buy more games, more peripherals. You gotta respect that.
Did they even make a statement for the Mario Kart being $80? Did they even say anything? They didn't even bother.
No, like it's $80. What you gonna do?
Yeah, just like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's the same. It looks the same. I couldn't even know it was the new Mario Kart. I was just like, that's gonna lead to $80.
But it's selling, and people love it, and they're like, whatever, it's $80. Deal with it.
Nintendo, man.
And you know the backlash. I mean, I seen some backlash, but it was nowhere near the $70 backlash that we saw.
Yeah.
The $70 backlash was huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
There was one for a day. It was pretty raw. Nintendo got it the most I'd seen in a very long time.
One day.
A couple of days.
Like, and it's primarily from the people that weren't gonna buy the Switch anyway.
Yeah.
That's what's funny. Yeah. Like me. I was one of them. But you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything when it's from people who aren't buying Nintendo stuff anyway. All the people buying Nintendo stuff, they were like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, to be honest, I actually did call it out, and then I bought the Nintendo Switch Day one. I was just like, I want to need it. I want to need it. And Donkey Kong Bonanza is amazing. I'm gonna end up buying it.
Listen, I'm a Metroid Prime guy, and then Dust Bloods.
Oh, Dust Bloods, yeah.
No, the spiritual successor to Bloodborne. I mean, I don't care. I mean, but the spiritual successor to Bloodborne.
That's ridiculous.
Because it's not like we console gamers have been asking for something. At least remake the shit so we can play that 60 frames. Not even that. No sequel, no remake, no remaster, just nothing. Once again, but be happy. Be happy for Nintendo. They got Dust Bloods.
PlayStation bought some shares in Kodokawa, so that's a good.
Yeah, to help make a Nintendo game. Like, God, man, I can't stand this gen, man. When it comes to that, man, I'm so pissed off, bro. It's just so stupid. Man. This gen is just stupid when it comes to that.
I know, it's just none of it makes sense.
They got Steak at Kadokawa and Dust Blood is on the Switch exclusive. You can't make this up, man. Like, you can't make this up.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes sense. It's just all topsy-turvy. We've got Rambling. Thank you so much again for the 5, because Microsoft's decisions affected PC gamers as well. Think of how many refugees we now have to welcome to the god.
You know what? You listen. You better open up your homes. We're coming in.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, man.
We're gonna wreck stuff. We're gonna wreck that neighborhood.
It's time. It's time.
That nice gated community. Open it up. Open the borders.
Bro, that gated community loves its furries and futanari and stuff. They need some normal people.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're going to bring some decency to that.
Bro, I got it. Someone like freaking sent me gifted games on Steam. I didn't accept them because it was just...
That is haram.
Yeah, it's all haram.
It's haram.
It was all haram.
All right? He's bringing the Quran. I'm bringing the Bible. We're going to bring the prophets to PC gaming. We will lead you. You guys, haram. Disgusting deviants. We're going to bring you to the promised land.
It's like sex with Stalin or something. I'm like, what is going on, man? What the hell is this shit?
When I saw, what was it? When I clipped the stream of Alex because he was showing his game, and I saw he had like 3% play time on Escape from Furinari Prison. I'm like, oh, this is a gold mine. I'm using this. I'm like, and it was right on the screen. I'm clipping. Oh yeah,
my God.
I can. And it had playtime. I don't care if it was for 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes more than you should have had. No, I'm clipping. It was hilarious.
I don't get it. That's where I'm just like, the PC crowd is a bit weird.
We're gonna listen. Me and you. We're gonna bring the word of scripture. Yeah. We're gonna cleanse the heathens.
Yeah, let's do it, man. I'm ready, man.
Behead the infidels. We're gonna get them. We're gonna cleanse 100%. Y'all. You will be cleansed. The Salem witch trials. The Salem witch trials will begin. I'm gonna dunk you. Do you repent? We're gonna cleanse the PC community. We're gonna cleanse them. There's gonna be a cleansing in the PC community.
It's time. This is what they wanted. Let's just see. Now they'll wish that we stayed in console, man. Just you wait.
We're gonna have Alex go from a banana suit to like a priesthood. He's gonna come in a podcast with the little white thing. kneeling, holding a rosary and a Bible. He will be converted. Yeah. You will preach the scripture, Alex. We will have you preach the scripture. You will be
indoctrinated. Get him out of the banana suit. Whatever we do, we will get off that. Ridiculous.
We're gonna have Cassie dress, with the Habib. She's, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have her covered up. You will commit. You will commit. We're cleansing. Yeah. I'm gonna have her in there. People are gonna be like, "What happened?"
Yo, that's actually a sick idea.
We're going to cleanse the PC community. We're gonna bring scripture. We're gonna bring decency. You have been fornicating and all this for far too long.
That's so true, man. It's so true.
We're gonna go. It's a holy war will be fought.
Yeah. It's so funny you say that because I've got a PC gaming. It's a video on Welcome to PC Gaming, but it's coming from me, and the soundtrack has got me like doing some jihadi vibes with my voice. It just sounds just like that. The whole vibe is like very.
Do it.
Preaching.
We're gonna cleanse the heathens. It's haram. That is every video. I'm just gonna put a comment. This is haram.
Yeah, this is haram.
This is not the way. We're gonna cleanse the PC community. So stand by, PC community. Enjoy your fornication and all your weird stuff. It's coming to an end.
Inshallah.
We're cleansing you.
Inshallah. Inshallah. It's coming. We're coming for you, man. Oh, no, it's Alex for tagging God knows wherever you guys are. You guys are getting murked.
Oh.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Oh man. Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be. It's gonna be funny.
It's gonna be wicked. I can't wait to be back.
Man.
Calvus Alvarado says, please bring back P-Rock. Xbox, love PlayStation. Thank you, Carlos, man. Infinite Umbra. Oh no, you've already asked that. Sorry. P-Rock, your PC gamer now, so Doc Dark will be proud. Says Yatazak. Thank you for the 2 messages. Your brother's gonna be happy, man.
He transitioned quick, and I warned him too. That's the funny part. Like, he was all about his family. I'm like, listen, you're gonna enjoy the games, right? Because he didn't play on Xbox. He's not my real brother.
I know.
Right, you know that, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, just in case. Some people still don't get the word.
Yeah,
but and that was a shock for people. I had people in the DMs. What? Yeah. Like, everybody was a shock. It was a great running joke. Yeah. But when he got to Xbox, I told him, like, listen, you're gonna enjoy it because you skipped out on the Xbox generation. You didn't play 360. So there is, like, if you didn't play 360 and Xbox One, there is a lot of great games. No.
Oh, you missed.
So there is a lot of great games. Yeah, the Gears, Halo 3. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
But once you play all those games, you're gonna stand there and be like, what do I do now?
Yeah.
And then that's when you're going to notice the bullshit. That's when, once you play all those games, then you're going to notice, and then you're going to be like, I'm just going to play on PC then.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And I told him, you're going to notice that. You're just not, you're just not where we're at, because but now that you caught up, and he did. He played Game Pass hard-bodied.
Yeah.
He played all those games. He was loving it. And I'm like, good, enjoy. Yeah, go Halo 5. Yeah, Gears of War, great. Once he got through all that stuff, now he's like,
what's that?
What's happening?
Yeah.
And then he didn't get the power that he was promised. So the multiplats was like, then he started paying attention to new games. And Redfall, he was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, Redfall's atrocious.
What is this?
Atrocious.
Yeah, so now he started noticing, once he got past the great games Xbox had, the Halo franchise, Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, the first Crackdown, there was just a lot of great games, some amazing games that was on there. It was amazing. 360 and OG Xbox. OG Xbox, again, is one of my favorite consoles. Love it. Love OG Xbox, man.
Yeah, man.
Love that console.
OG Xbox was insane. I didn't want to like it. I just bought a PlayStation. I was like, but then the Halo just grabbed me, man.
Oh man.
And then you had
even some other games like Jade Empire, Jade Empire,
Star Wars,
Knights of the Old Republic. Even some PC games that it got, like Knights of KOTOR was on there. I was like, yeah, man. Well, Morrowind. I'm like, man, this is a great console. This is great, yeah. There was some great consoles on that.
That was really good. Not the old original Deus Ex, but there was Star Wars. Starts with B. It was like where you played the Star Troopers in first person. I forgot the name of it now. There was one. There's so many. I'm sorry, I want to go into Splinter Cell.
It was just a lot of
Splinter
great.
Cell was amazing.
Splinter Cell. So it was better, and it was better than the PS2 version.
Yeah,
it was absolutely.
I remember that.
So I played Splinter Cell on the Xbox, and it was just it was just a lot of great exclusives that comes. And then of course the Xbox Live was better. It was better integrated than the PS2 had. It was just a great console. It was really great. It was really good, and it was a good starting point for them. And then 360 just took it to a whole new level. That was also great. But then Xbox One happened.
Yep. And then everything went down the toilet. Everything went down the toilet. Portrog, unblock me, dog, says Verg-based Brizzle. I don't know. He
must do one thing. You must say Xbox is dog shit in the chat.
Verg-based Brizzle, you need to say Xbox is dog shit in the chat if you want to be unblocked. Rambling Entertained with a 10. Thank you so much. Because in Shroud, Ready or Not, Lethal Company, Repo, Peak, Schedule 1, Doc, and Doc. I've heard of these. Hades, well, I've heard of Enshroud. Hades 2.
Okay, good try.
Death Must Die. The Backroom Games.
But Hades 2 is going on PlayStation.
Yeah.
All those. In fact, it's in Radio 9 on console too.
Oh, is he just listing the PlayStation exclusive?
I think he's trying to. I think he's trying to. Because we asked, right? Like, what big PC games talk about? And I think most of those games.
Oh, sorry, I'm just changing the battery. I'm just changing the battery. Sorry.
Okay. Your camera's on a battery.
Yeah, I got a DSLR camera. So I just. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like,
I don't want to use a phantom battery because I'll just blow up the camera or something.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, even your camera has to use, so your controllers and your cameras have to use batteries? What is going on here?
Syndrome.
I'm never leaving my batteries. But that's where you have the clarity. You have the DLSR clarity. That's why. So it makes sense. But yeah, so I think he's trying to list important games on that.
Aura History Untold, Star Citizen, Fallout London, Baldur's Gate 3. Like, bruh, that's you. This is.
But isn't Baldur's Gate 3 on consoles too?
Yeah, I don't know why this list is weird.
They're trying. He's trying. Rambling. It's over. Listen, it's over. Console took over. Listen, the games took over, and soon the scripture will take over. It's inevitable.
We're coming for you, man.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Inevitable. We're gonna be the prophets. Gaz and Puerto Rock.
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
We will come with. We're coming with scripture. Just deal with it.
Yeah,
you heathens.
We're gonna cleanse their souls, man. Polybabba the 2, because I'm still laughing at Operation #PC Trojan Pony.
PC Trojan Pony. Hey, it was a Trojan horse, right? Yep. So stand
King
by.
David's strategy come back on the PC side.
I came back right at him.
Machine XP with the 5. Now that's what I'm talking about. I'm fully on board. Xbox and PlayStation should lead this stream with this beautiful, dark, ugly monologue. I think he's referring to yours, to your monologue.
Oh. I should lead the stream with this beautiful, dark, and ugly monologue.
But it's hilarious because look, we've come to a point where it's a bit of like a maturity on both our parts. We've done the gutter game, we've done the console war, we've seen it through all of it. It's an end of an era. It couldn't always, I guess, go the way we wanted it to go, and it's kind of teetered out. Now, I know both me and you had genuinely have a consideration for the art, the state of the art, the medium, and it's born out of reasons for that. And we would switch if there's another entrant came into the place. I don't know, Sega came in and they were maintaining this. We'd be there. Both of us would be there because we've seen it. We experienced that greatness, and it's not there now. The AAA industry is not there now, and this whole exclusive thing is it's really kind of brittle. But if people feel like they're happier that way, they like this kumbaya setup, all the more power to you. Just know that we absolutely despise it.
I'll finish off with this. Look at Sega. Now, Sega makes good games, but they're not at where they were when they were with a console. Yeah. Like, look at it recently. They have Shinobi, like a smaller title, and it looks cool.
Metaphor.
But I guarantee if they would have had a console, we would have a AAA Shinobi. Like a big budget blockbuster AAA Shinobi. Yeah, it wouldn't be this 2D side scroller. Sega was at its peak in the console war.
Yeah.
Altered Beast, Phantasy Star, Golden Axe, right?
Golden Axe. Oh
whatchamacallit? What was that game with the kid with the different helmets and stuff?
I
forgot the name. Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
Is it Alex the Kid or something? What was it?
No, Alex Kidd was the one with the fist. The chat will probably know, but I think I remember you to wear a different helmet and you get like different abilities.
You're talking about Mega Man.
It was just not Mega Man. No, yeah, the Capcom. This was a Sega game. What else? Shining in the Darkness. There was just Sega was on its peak trying to create the biggest blockbusters for their
Crazy
brand.
Taxis
Now,
and the Jet Set radios and even the Sonic on the Dreamcast. So good.
Yeah, now Sega's more, they're more careful on what titles they release. They release good games still, but they're more careful on what they release, the quantity they release,
They're having a bit of a glow up now recently because of the Metaphor Fantasia was quite good. Persona.
But even when you look at that, right? Like Persona's successful, did good. So yeah, they greenlight Metaphor Fantasio because it's similar to something that's already successful.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So even in that realm, they're playing it safe.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
It is very similar. Yeah, it's basically the same.
Yeah, it's very similar. Look how many Yakuzas they made now. Like, Jesus Christ.
How many what?
Like Yakuza games.
Yakuza.
They released.
So many. That's a good point.
But you see what? Kid Chameleon. I knew the chat would say Kid Chameleon. Yeah. Kid Chameleon. Excellent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they release a shit ton of Yakuza. Good games, but it's like, okay. Like, would they bring a big AAA Golden Axe? I don't know.
Well, are
they even considering that?
They're considering, actually, did you see that? It's not, I don't know if it's AAA, but they did release a trailer. It's really good. They're doing Crazy Taxi, but it might be multiplayer, which is a bit weird. Yeah. They're doing Jet Set Radio again, but I don't know what that is. And they did like a bring back this games. And I think Golden Axe is also one of them. They've got a trailer. I could actually probably bring it up.
But is it going to be AAA or is it going to be like 2D side-scrolling?
No. It's
like
3D.
Shinobi.
It's 3D.
I hope so. Please.
So, just what's it called, chat? Do you know what it's called? A Virtua Fighter Golden Axe Shinobi. Virtua Fighter is coming back as well.
I saw that. It looked good. I saw that little, So hopefully, if Golden Axe...
So Sega's actually bringing it back. Jet Set Radio was good.
Awesome.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was Jet Set Radio Future. I played the one on Dreamcast, was okay, but Jet Set Radio Future was the one. What's that Sega package called? Sega Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi. I'll try and bring it up. It does look really good. Power Surge Sega trailer. That's it. Power Surge. Let me just turn this music off. And it's got some random peeps at the start. I'll bring it up on stream right now. This is the trailer. And you can see some of the games there. That's Jet Set Radio in 3D. It looks kind of cool. It's got a cell shading. The characters. Got Streets of Rage. New Era, they call it. Shinobi's in 2D, but it looks really beautiful in 2D. Yeah, this is maybe Golden Axe is 3D. I mean, look at this, man. The same old mounts and everything. It looks sick.
Okay, there you go. That's I could rock with that.
Yeah. So whether it's AAA, I don't know, or it could be AA. But the Jet Set Radio Shinobi, they're all in development now. So it looks pretty cool. So hopefully
Sega.
Well, I backed the wrong horse in the console wars. I was a Sega fanboy as well.
I was a Sega guy, but I was a Sega guy through and through.
Yeah, same.
You couldn't tell me nothing.
Yep.
I love Sega. You couldn't tell me nothing.
I was Sega fanboy.
Love
Nintendo.
That. I love that.
Nintendo.
Yeah. I mean, I had Nintendo still though, my preference. I enjoyed the Sega games more. Same. They were just some great games. I remember Strider, Space Harrier, even Rambo. There's a lot of people that didn't know. Like, I remember playing Rambo.
Did you play Sunset Riders ever?
Our Master System. Sunset Riders. Wasn't that Nintendo?
No, Sega. It was a 4-player co-op 2D platformer. It was really good. It's my first game. I was in Pakistan, so how legit this was, I don't know, but it was a 3-in-1 game. It was Mortal Kombat 1, Sunset Riders, and an Aliens game, which was pretty scary at the time for me.
Okay. Alien Nation? I played. There was Alien Nation. I played that on Sega. The hell out of it. Zillion. I remember there was a game called Zillion. It was just a lot. Remember Zillion?
Yeah.
I played that. Hell, it was like a Metroid. You know what's funny? And again, a lot of people didn't know. Zillion was supposed to be the competitor to Metroid because it was the same style formula. It was the Metroidvania, but it didn't catch on. But again, Sega tried to create a competitor to Metroid, and that's where Zillion came in. That's exactly what we're talking about. You know, titles that try to compete, try to capitalize on genres. You know, Zillion was that game because it was a very Metroidvania type game.
Yeah.
But Metroid clearly was a better game. But you know, Zillion in its own was good though.
You remember that Dot game? It was like Sprite, the Dot, little red Sprite, made a game. There's like a Dot. You know the Sprite, the drink.
It was a Dot.
There was a
red,
the
7-Up.
7-Up.
The 7-Up Dot
game.
Okay,
yeah,
the 7-Up Dot. The Spot.
Yeah, Spot.
The Spot.
Yeah, the Spot.
Yeah,
that was a really good game. It was really good. It was really good. I love that game. Spot. I think it was called Spot. It was sick.
Yeah, those games would have survived today.
7-Up.
There's no way.
Yeah. Hey man, there was a Burger King game, so I don't know what it was a cool game. I've got it on screen right now. I love this game. It was such a vibe. But yeah, it was good times. It's good times. And now, well, we'll see what game. Yeah, cool Spot. That's it.
We'll just start we'll just start the holy war, and that's it.
I can't wait to you join the memes, man. Because trust me.
But I'll be honest, I'm still gonna enjoy. For the rest of the jam, enjoy because I got the Pro, and the Pro is a good console for consoles, and I'm just gonna enjoy and ride out this gen. Gives me more time to see what the next generation of hardware PC, because I still think the new next gen ain't gonna start till like 28. I still have that feeling. I could be wrong, but around that time when next gen's about to begin, see what's available on PC, see what AMD is doing, see what NVIDIA's doing, and then just jump right in.
Yeah.
And then so begins the Crusades. We'll just pillage. With me and you. We'll just start devouring everyone.
I'm looking forward to that, man. I really am. Because trust me, man, the PC space needs that shake up.
We're going to bathe PC gamers in holy fire. You will be baptized.
Brace yourself,
in holy fire.
They need it. Trust me, they need it. Oh man. Port Rock, man, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Oh, appreciate it.
It was really good. We need to do this more often, and I will definitely pop on at yours. Tell the peoples, man, what can they look forward to now in the new Port Rock channel?
Just anything else. The one thing that I'll say this: everybody's like, "What you can do content?" If you haven't noticed, my content has always been. It's just the nature of podcasting. It's harder to get Xbox guests. Some are just sticking to their silos and their areas, and I get it, right? Yeah. But my things have always been open forum. It's just like I can't force people to come. It's just, I know some people say I'm a PlayStation podcast because I have PlayStation-centric guys, but I can't get Xbox guys to consistently come to the channel and bring their views. PC guys, it's just you know how podcasting is.
Yeah.
I do disagreement day. Yeah. I do disagreement day now. Every other Friday. Yeah. So that way, at least it's just me. Maybe some will show up and bring the point in a more lighter turn, but my channel's always been get everybody on and have gaming conversations and just together just talk about everything. It's a little bit hard. Maybe we'll go back to that. Maybe with the new dynamics, since everybody's in love with everybody, there's no more silos. Everybody now, and really, with gaming's everywhere, is there a reason to be an Xbox-centric anything or PlayStation-centric anything when everything's everywhere? Does that really mean anything now?
In reality, it doesn't, but people, I see that they're still holding on to the clicks. The Xbox-centric guys are still there.
But for what, though?
It's a facade. It's
everything's... Yeah,
people like to feel like they belong to something, so they just have that affinity, and then they have this kind of almost like a charade where they just go in and they're part of the communities. And I feel like sometimes with this content creation stuff and the antagonistic nature of some of the discourse, it feels like bridges get burnt and then they don't want to cross the divide. But we've been doing this for years, so it will happen. It will happen. Ultimately, it's our responsibility, P-Rock.
I mean, it's just
more
like
of this,
if games are everywhere, like you said, in an agnostic environment.
What are we doing?
What's there to identify? You know, like
this
at
publisher's
that
better
point,
than this publisher.
So if we're gonna all enjoy gaming together, then we should go back to podcasting together. And it doesn't have to be weekly. Invite more guests from other platforms. We're all playing games together, so you might as well.
Yeah.
What's the point of the silo? What's the point of the glass house? There's no purpose behind it.
Yeah. Maybe I should
get back to reaching out among other. Yeah. What?
Maybe we should invite
absolutely.
He didn't even.
Absolutely.
I
Do
invited
it.
once.
Do it.
Did he just?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't want.
He just.
He didn't want to do it.
Just let him again. Listen, we're all happy family now. We're all fam. We're all family now. We're all fam. You know, we're all family. We're all family, right? You know. So why not? You know. Shit, I'm gonna invite Cole.
Do it
on my Friday Night Live. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Imagine if he accepts the invite, I'll be like, oh shit, he actually did it.
I'm gonna tell him to do it.
I'll be like, Cole, we're all family here now. We're all loving game. We're brothers.
Cole,
we are
if
family.
You're watching this, you heard it.
We're family now.
And if you
Listen, we're
reject
family
that
now.
call, I will beat the shit out of you.
We're family now.
Yeah.
There's no, you know. Listen, I'm an Xbox. This is an Xbox. Like, this is an Xbox. So we're all here. This Xbox. That's it. We're all here. We're all family. We're all family now. Yeah. There's no reason to hate each other anymore.
It's just
what are we fighting over?
Yeah, we're dropping over nothing. The idea, the past. It's stupid.
So what we're holding on to. Let's you know. All right, brother.
There'll be. I'm sure we'll find reasons. There's gonna be a new norm where it has to be a little bit. Come on, man. It can't be just all kumbaya.
I know. I think this is my opinion because I already see it. I think the new argument is which first party is selling better across all platforms. I'm not interested in that. I don't care about that. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Look, Helldivers sold better than Gears.
The sales I don't give a shit about. I mean, it's quality.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they're gonna say. That's what they're gonna do. I mean, you already seen it with Forza Horizon. Oh, look, Forza Horizon is the top selling. Like, you already seen it. They're happy Forza Horizon selling on PlayStation. You think I'm gonna be happy if Helldivers is the best-selling game on Xbox? I'm gonna be like cheering on Twitter. Look, Xbox guys, take that, Xbox guys. PlayStation games selling better than. I don't care.
Hey man, for Xbox guys, Xbox quality was being derided for years. That was a valid reason to talk about.
Okay, but you know, I'll say this: I knew Forza Horizon, and Forza Horizon was always the quality, one of the bigger quality games. It was one of the big three.
Game for Xbox.
Yeah, it was always got 90 rated Metacritic. It was played a lot, and PlayStation having a big racing culture, which I don't know how Gran Turismo is like the #1 franchise on PlayStation. I still can't figure it out.
Is it really?
It is absolutely the #1. Yes, it's over 100 million sales as a franchise.
As a franchise, yeah.
It is, yeah, it's the biggest franchise on PlayStation. I'm like, okay. So I knew the racing culture would embrace Forza. But the rest of the games that Xbox guys bragging out about, I'm like, come on, like Doom, Call of Duty, these are games that were on PlayStation already. Yeah. Like, Doom was already a PlayStation game. Sea of Thieves. Yeah, but that lasted like 1 month. No one talks about that no more. Who talks about it today? Have you seen Sea of Thieves over the last 3 months on PlayStation? No one talks about it. That was like a
Indiana
1 month
Jones
thing.
did well.
Like, you know, but even Indiana Jones, that's like an IP that's been on PlayStation too. That would be like saying putting Spider-Man on Nintendo Switch
I guess
and Nintendo. Think about it. Picture this. Let's say if Sony put Spider-Man, you know, remastered on the Switch and it sells 12 million. PlayStation can go, oh, see, Nintendo loves PlayStation first party. It's Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man, yeah.
Like, come on now, it's Spider-Man. You come on, like, yeah, PlayStation made it, but it's Spider-Man. You know, it's a Spider-Man IP. It would be different if you put Horizon and it sells 20 million. Then you could make the argument that actual PlayStation first party games or whatever. But
so you're saying Spider-Man's not an actual
Duty,
PlayStation first party IP?
Okay, like that. No, it's a Marvel IP. One day it's gonna go away, or unless they renew the deal. It's not a permanent deal. It's not, it's a temporary thing. I don't know how long. They might keep it longer. Yeah. It could be just 3 titles. Like Spider-Man 3 could be the last Spider-Man unless they renew the deal. I don't know. Yeah. But it's a Marvel-owned IP, so you got to be careful with that. Now, granted, a first-party studio, well, really, Insomniac made it the biggest it's ever been. That you got to give credit for. Sony and Insomniac, they took Spider-Man to new heights in gaming that it never achieved before. Like 20 million for the first one? That is insane, right? Insane. So you give PlayStation credit that, but it could be taken away any time.
I doubt it. I think they'll just play
I doubt it though.
Yeah.
I think but so
Yeah.
But like,
it still rages on. There's still some stuff. It's just not the same anymore. But
I'm not gonna get involved with it. It's just stupid. I'm not interested in that.
I think you'll find a way. How can you not?
Like I already don't care about that. I'm telling you, PlayStation gamers, like even now, PlayStation gamers are hyping ODST armor and in Helldivers.
Yeah.
And they're talking shit. Look, we got Halo on PlayStation. You see me doing that, guys? Yeah. You see me doing that? You see me bragging about Halo content in Helldivers? No, I'm not. No.
Even I posted that tweet as like when they announced that thing, it was me and Portorock heading towards the HQ. It's like me and you were like, can't get on board with this. This is not right.
I'm not gonna brag that Halo content is in Helldivers. Yeah. Like what? Like no, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
whatever. Just enjoy it. Just play. Enjoy the game. Good. I'm happy for you guys because that's apparently what I'm supposed to do. I'm so happy. I'm happy for everybody. I'm just happy. It's just can't you just see? Look at my pearly whites. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's happiness. Just craving for happiness. I can't contain it. I can't contain the happiness. How happy I am for everybody. Meanwhile, Nixes don't make shit for me. No one cares about me. My problems.
Welcome to console gaming in 2025, man. This is what it is.
Oh man. Bunch of twats. A lot of you. I can't stand you guys. I'll tell you, I'm gonna be the most bitter gamer, PC gamer, in content creation.
I can't wait. I want the arc to start straight away, man. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh man,
we need it.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
And
I'm telling you, if I go one last thing, if I go through any issue on PC gaming, I'm gonna blow it up. I'm gonna make it look like the worst thing. Like if my thing restarts, I'm making content on it. I'm just gonna blow it up. So you PC gamers better hope that when I get my PC and build it, it is to perfection. Because anything, I'm calling it out. Everything. Anything. I get an error, screenshot. I'm making a whole video on that one error. Anything. Any emails I get, I'll be like, hey, in video, something's wrong. They give me some stupid answer. I'm screenshotting it, making content. I'm gonna, any issue, anything. I don't care if it's simple. Even if the answer is, Portorock, just restart the machine, it'll be fine. Nope. I'm making content. Everything.
Hey, man, listen, they
and you better hope. And if I buy... And I'm gonna say this: if I buy, so let's say if I also get the 5090, if my game ain't running to perfection, absolute perfection, if it's not running to perfection, any little flaw I get, I am calling it out. I'm not trying to hear, oh, it's better than the Pro. No. How much you spend on your 5090?
I spent.
How much that sucker?
I spent £2,500 for that.
That's like what, $2,500? $3,000 in American dollars?
$3,200 or $3,000
in American dollars?
Yeah.
If I spend $3,000 in GPU, that sucker better install games on his own. That shit better be like AI. That shit better know. That shit better fix the games before I even play it. I'm telling you now, any little issue on a 3,000 GPU, you stand the hell by. I expect immaculate perfection.
It's
perfection.
It's pretty potent, but you're gonna have a lot of content. That's all I'm gonna say, because there's
like any issue. I better not see one frame rate drop. Not even a half for a split second. I'm gonna screenshot it, and I'm gonna be like, "This is what I get for $3,000." Even if it's 99.99999999% accurate, that 0.00001% issue, it's on. It's on.
Bro, there's quite a lot of issues on PC, man. You're gonna be
PC gamers are gonna hate me. This guy's just complaining about anything. Yup, anything.
Yeah, but look, bro, they need it, because even the PC crowd has become quite tribalistic as well, which is obviously a symptom of the wider platform war. But within the PC crowd, there needs to be a mix-up. I feel like that there are certain niches not catered for, and we need to
think
break
they're
it up.
perfect. We're gonna, I'm gonna be the Joker. I'm gonna lift up the mirror, and y'all gonna see your true selves. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm anything, any issue.
Can't have Returnal place talking about how PC made Halo, man. I'm just like, that's not. Come on, man.
Any issue, stand by. Any issue, you better any little thing. One restart I have to do to make my PC work. Content. Content.
Wait.
Content.
The bit of post-rock old man is just gonna be shouting at clouds. P-Rock, Gas, and Mass. Let's start PC log. Let's do it, Berg. Let's go. Let's absolutely do it, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
For the super chats, man. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Portrock, thank you so much, man. It was actually such a blast, man. It was a wicked podcast. Again, one more time, awesome. If you want to tell people where to find your stuff, they know, but let them know.
PRock77, you can search Tuesday 60 Frames No Lag podcast, and then on Fridays I do either a disagreement day where I put up the link to the Discord, and it's your opportunity to jump in, get on the waiting room. You can debate me, you could call me out, or you could just bring up a topic that you personally want to talk about, or if you think I'm full of shit, that's your opportunity to do it. It's an open invitation to everybody. So disagreement day is agnostic. It's everybody. We all love gaming. It's everybody. It's agnostic. So everybody could jump in, check it out. The link will be on the chat. And every other Friday, I try to get a guest, to do a one-on-one and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the Fridays. And they're both at the same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So those two. And then in between, just content of whatever comes up. But again, if anything else, if you remember just two things, Tuesday, Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. That's it.
Perfect, man. Thank you so much. And JCT Bean, thank you so much for a generous $20 super chat, man. It goes, this is good stuff. It was
nice.
It's really good to have these kind of conversations. I hate echo chambers, so for me, it's really important that we have these kind of conversations. I used to do a lot with Game On Daily, and then obviously I've been inconsistent with my content. I've been here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
It's hard. So this is a hobby for you too. Because I remember you said, people, this is a hobby. People think like we're full-time content creators and we pay bills. Are you nuts? I would have to live in the projects under Section 8 housing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, no, this don't put food on the table. This is just enjoyment and stuff. Sure, there's a little monetization, but I try to give it back, get a better laptop, get a better camera, got a better mic. Apparently, I need a better mic. It's just, it feeds itself.
Yeah.
But no, I ain't paying rent. My mortgage.
Like, you must be starving. I'm like, bro, you think do you think this pays for my mortgage? You must be on crack.
No, dog.
I'll be living out on the streets.
I would be homeless. Like I would need government housing.
Yeah, exactly.
To nah, dog. This is, and I think that's what makes it us versatile, because it's a hobby. We have versatility to do what we want.
I will say that.
Because we piss off more of our fan base more than any other content creator. And sometimes we go hard on our own, but we can do that.
You know why?
What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly. What are you going to do? I'm not relying on the
channel shuts
money
down?
from this.
I'm like, yeah. So
it's
like,
liberating.
No. So we have versatility.
So a lot of content creators rely on the money that they make, and they have to do that grift. And how many times? I remember I came on your show where I had to make a source video against my Xbox content creator. I love that doing that with the community. I was just like, I love that. You're giving me excuse to be antagonistic. You got to try and shit on me, bro. I do this is my main job. I'm a lawyer in my life. I am a sequestered freaking man. Like I have to follow the law and do this shit. But to be a creative avenue is very different. So
where you can say fuck the law.
Yeah, exactly.
that lets out the wild side out.
Exactly. So don't put any limits on me. And that's why it's relevant.
You gotta live it like you got a living Jekyll and Hyde. And the podcasters, Oh, but yeah, it's liberating. Just to be, and listen, and not to knock the actual career content. I get it.
Yeah, no,
if you make this a career, you're stuck. Like if you're relying, if your livelihood is based on this, I understand. You can only go too far.
Yeah.
Because a bad decision or a bad move, bad conversation, a bad video, you're taking food off the table. And I can't, that's why I can't see myself, because people ask me, like after I retire, because I have my pension. Yeah. I immediately get my pension from the government. So they figure, hey, with your pension from the government, you could go full time and not worry about. But I'm like, oh no, I'd rather move on to a new career where the traditional work for a company, use my skill sets I developed. I got my degree.
You did a computer science degree, right? Or you did,
So yeah, I did information technology management.
Oh, wicked!
That's what I got my degree on.
That's what you're gonna get into?
Yeah.
Smart play.
So real quick, the reason why is looking back at my career, it's a 29-year career. My career in the Marine Corps was communication electronics maintenance. I fixed satellites, radios, single channel radios, right? And then as you progress and get promoted, you do less fixing and more managing. So now you're managing the shop operations, deployment cycles, trying to deploy maintenance facilities, and trying to sustain communication networks in a combat environment. But I'm no longer the fix-it guy. I'm the guy to make sure other people fixes it. So for the majority of my career, I've been the more management side of stuff. Managing the money, resources, logistics. I'm like, I'm not going to get back to fixing because I'm so far removed from that. So I chose my degree in an industry where they can use management experience and not really coding and stuff. Experience. Yes. Yes. I got 29 years of management, I got 29 years of telling people you suck. Like that. Yeah, quality control, you know what I'm saying? But it's stuff like that, right? So it's pretty more in line with project management and communication electronics and IT field.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's why I chose that degree. And in September, I'm trying to go for my PMP, my project management professional certification.
All right.
Because the military pays for it, so I'm trying to get all the final benefits.
Squeeze that out, man.
it's get it all out, and then so that's traditional workflow environment. But like, I couldn't see myself using this as mainstream money. I would be nervous.
I realized
I would be so nervous.
Part of me was like, what if I'd have to be making a lot of money to make it, justifiable? But then, after the years of doing this, I've realized, holy shit! Can you imagine how restraining that is if you're reliant on the funding on it? There's a big advantage to be.
Imagine if I was like an actual big PlayStation content creator and I decided to do this full time. You know how much biting on my tongue I have to do? I wouldn't be saying the shit I would say.
No, absolutely.
None of it. No. None of the criticism. People will call me a shill, but I'm like, it pays my bills. Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, I'll be like, I love this. It's great. Helldivers, bring more games to PlayStation. Hey, Xbox guys, tune into my channel. I got great tips on Helldivers. You're gonna love it. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it's I couldn't see myself doing that. It's scary. I'm like, man.
That's P-Rock, that's a huge advantage that we have over a lot of people. It really is, because a lot of people, even the bigger channels, you can tell they're steered by the audience because they rely on the money. It's easier for us because we're smaller. Maybe even if as a hobby this starts making money, we might get influenced. But I don't.
Oh, they're gonna follow scripture. If we get more followers, is everybody following the scripture?
Yes.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a congregation. I'm gonna be like the super church. When I have the super church.
It's gonna be wicked, man. I hope you do it, man. I really do.
I'm gonna have everybody in the chat like this. Just Handmaiden's Tales. I'm just gonna take over. Oh man, it's gonna be funny. You PC heathens.
Watch out, man.
The end is nigh.
You wanted this. Brace yourself.
That's you voted for this.
Oh, definitely, man.
Oh man.
All right, peeps. Thank you so much. Honestly, this is wait. When the Church of P-Rock comes back, I'll be there front and center, man, at the sermon. I want to see
Church of P-Rock.
The Church of P-Rock is coming. It reminds me of El Presador, which is a hilarious content creator.
Oh my God! Oh, he was legend, man. That man was legend. Oh yeah. He was a Killzone 2 advocate.
Yeah, he was. He was huge.
And he was hyping Killzone 2, and even I was like, man, this guy's gonna get wrecked because I didn't think Killzone would blow up.
And
but the funny part is, it got a higher Metacritic than Gears 2.
Yeah, Gears.
And he's like, I told you. I was like, it happened. I was like, holy shit, this is insane. Because Gears of War 2 didn't do so. I mean, it did good, but it was like 88, 89. And Killzone 2 got 92. He's like, he was talking shit. Killzone's the king. I told you. I was like, oh man, my God. It was,
El Presador?
God, I remember El Presador. The old school El Presador hyping PlayStation.
Oh, it was amazing.
Oh, man. Amazing.
He had a church. He did this video where he was praying. Oh man, I used to DM him. I used to talk to him a lot. I said, "Man, you're hilarious." El Presador is actually a big influence on the kind of content I make. People don't understand. You know, like the "All Hail Phil Spencer" song is inspired by El Presador when he put a candle there in a sermon on the PlayStation. He was praying to the PlayStation. It's a callback to El Presador. But people don't understand.
It was funny, man. Presador was hilarious, man. But when he doubled down on Killzone 2. Like, it was one of those go hard or go home type moments, and he won. Yeah, when Killzone 2 was a big hit, I'm like, yo, and he's like, haha, I knew it. I told you, Xbox fanboys, Killzone 2, bow down to the god. Gears of War flopped. It sucks. Yo, it was hilarious. I'm like,
Look
man.
at him. It's on screen right now. He's got a cardboard box.
Oh, I have him?
It says Trey for life.
Oh my God.
Xbox.
Oh yeah,
Xbox
the Trey
sucks.
Brotherhood. Oh my God, he was just all in. He embraced it.
He was
amazing. And I was just laughing. Yeah, it was just like, man, and that was his thing. It was like broke, simple stuff, and it would just work so well for him.
He was so good, man. He was
just
funny.
like he was like a counselor telling how Xbox guys sucked. And the crazy part is, 360 was a great console. That's what made it funny. He made it seem like it was bad, and he just found a way. It's so hilarious.
Bro, he was amazing, man. He's a legend. I miss this guy, man. And that era of YouTube, I miss it so much. I miss it so much.
Oh yeah, it was a golden age, man.
So when you're talking about
even
Church
Solid
of
Rev
P-Rock,
was doing a lot.
Yeah.
Solid Rev was big on that.
Yeah.
Oh man, he would do videos that every time he played Halo, the girls wouldn't pay attention to him. Hilarious. He would do those skits.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Like
that,
he would.
I used to watch him as well. He was one of
man.
the first people I used to watch.
He did some funny skits too.
Yeah. Solid Rev was amazing. Man, he needs to get back to it, but he's kind of fell off with the gaming thing as well, which is really.
He just well, like he said, gaming changed for him.
Yeah, gaming changed.
He hates the way gaming is. He just waits how gaming is today. He's like.
It's kind of sad.
He talks about it. I talked to him with
Blaze?
With Blaze on his channel. Yeah, and he talked about it. He's like, gaming sucks. It's like it's rare. Like, he's like, they're making all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck? You hear how I talk? He's like, they're making all these bullshits. Like, what the fuck? What happened? What happened to the great games? You know? Like Ghost Recon, Wildlands. That's a great fucking game.
That's a sick
But now
game.
we got this purple bullshit that they keep trying to make me play as a bald-headed woman. I don't relate to that shit. This is stupid. And I'm like, that's how he talks, and it's hilarious. Like, this is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Garbage. It's garbage. Please, it's garbage. Just get it over with. Gaming has become garbage.
It's so true.
I just love how he talks
so good,
and how
man.
he's emphasizing stuff. It's hilarious.
I still think he's missing a
I
trick.
could mimic him. Like,
he's
he's
missing
just like, it's garbage.
It's garbage.
Like, it's
man.
terrible.
He's so like
it's garbage, man. Like, let it go. It changed. Like, what are you doing? You're playing as a bald chick. That's gaming now? Like, you press 2 buttons and they do all these moves? What is this?
That's a good impression of Solid Red, man. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like it, man.
Oh my god, I love his content. I love how he complains about stuff.
He's so good.
Oh my
man.
god, I can't get enough of it. But he's genuine. Yeah. It's not a facade. He is genuine. It's like it's not a. That's what makes it better. He is absolutely genuine when he talks about it, and it's so funny.
It's
hilarious.
It's raw as well. That you don't hear that kind of discourse a lot from people.
No.
But nowadays it is. Well, hopefully you will join me in that. I'm looking forward to the PC consternation and the perpetual complaining, because there's a lot that you will have a lot of ammo.
like you're probably gonna have a lot of content every day.
It's gonna be wicked, man. I'm looking forward to it. All right, peeps. Thank you so much, everyone. Smash the like button, and I'll put this on podcast platforms, including Apple Music. I'll have to look into that. I'll do that tomorrow.
Nice.
But thank you very
much.
You
have time for that?
I have to find
I look at the work. I'm like, man, that seems like a lot of work.
There's a lot of work. And
I tell people, listen, if you don't listen to YouTube, you just don't like me. That's what I tell people. If you're not listening on YouTube, just because you don't like me.
Yeah, nah. Got to make it easier for people when they're traveling and stuff.
Maybe once I'm retired, I think as a civilian life, I'll have more time to do stuff. So I'll look into that,
It's quite easy if you need any pointers, but you'll figure it out. Man.
All right. I'll probably hit you up.
I'm here always, man. But
okay.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Probably when I start my church. That's when I'll do it. When I start the Church of P-Rock, I'll spread the gospel all over. It will be spread all over.
That'd be pretty sick.
Next time there's an Xbox Fan Fest, I'm gonna come in looking like a bishop. and convert everybody in Xbox Fan Fest. Heathens! I'm gonna go to BlizzCon or whatever the PC thing they do. Heathens!
Oh my god, BlizzCon. You're just gonna smell fat people there all day. Don't want to be there, man.
You can smell the Cheetos just flowing through the auditorium.
That's what I think of when I see that. It's so bad. I've been to the game conventions, man. People are so bad. They don't shower, man. It's horrible.
Like soap. Take a shower between gaming. Like, what are you doing?
They don't trust me.
Bring a Bible and what is it, Mr. Squatch? Soap. Mr. Squatch.
Baptize them.
Like baptize in soap and all natural ingredients and deodorant. Hand out deodorant.
They won't use it. All right, peeps. Take care.